Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram and I'm coming to you live from the Hive in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It is March 30th and I looked at the calendar and my mom was in here today and cat fur, I think. She changed all the calendars on me. So I looked over, I'm like, April 1st already? Oh my goodness. So no, we are officially on March 30th. I have to make a mental note, you guys. We have the end of the month tomorrow. And I usually set the last day of the month reminders to go live, and I don't know if I scheduled that or not yet. So, oh yes, last day of the month reminders. And I didn't get it. There it is. All right. No, I didn't get it. All right. You guys, nothing like picking a cat frog, your lip here. Like, I didn't notice it until I went live and I started talking, and then it kept tickling. Oh, yes. So last day of the month reminders. Okay. We won't forget to do that. That means it's almost the end of the month. You guys, crazy how fast that goes. All right, we have a lot of people here already. You guys, I was 6 minutes tardy because I went to upload the cover photo in YouTube so that it showed the correct picture. And the cover photo was too big and it wouldn't save. And so called Kelly, can you make me a new cover photo? And she luckily was she could grab her computer and she could create a new cover photo for me. And then we're back in business. Yay. So, all right, let's see here. My phone is needing to get charged because like always, it's like my phone is going on 3 years old, you guys. So it doesn't like to stay like charged all the time. So it likes to get charged a couple times a day these days. So, oh, I gotta get that situated. But we're here, you guys. It feels like forever since I've been with you. It's been a week, I feel. I don't know, maybe something happened in the middle. But Kelly was live with you guys on Monday night and did Paper Pumpkin. You guys, officially, if you look behind me, there are no paper pumpkins left. All of the extra 8 or so that I got throughout March are gone. So I'm happy for that. Always happy when the counter gets cleared off. You guys, don't forget to hit the like button. And then I also shared this video on Facebook. So you guys can share this video via Facebook or YouTube. And we're going to have a great night. You guys, I got a lot of stuff to share with you. It feels like forever. All right. So we have, let's see who's here already though. Cindy Runtree. Hello, Cindy. I got Bonnie Kemen. Hi, Susan Bellamy and Debbie Gass and Betty Pyle. Hi, Mary Carls from Jericho. Mary, Mom has a class for you to pick up. We kitted up the game night today, you guys. Oh, I should grab those cards and bring them over to show them to you. We kitted up game night today. So for those that are already on board with that, your kits were dropped off at the post office this afternoon. And I have Lucky Hand as the in-person version on Wednesday. We have a special guest attendee. Tyler saw the cards and he said, is somebody teaching that class? And I said, yes, I am. And he is signing up for the class, you guys. Tyler has never taken a class with me. He's taken a class with Diane. He's taken Carissa's class, but he's never taken one of my classes. And he asked if he could have somebody that would help him make the cards. So we got that all lined up. But yes, you guys, Tyler's taking one of my classes. That's exciting. All right, so Mary, and speaking of that, your card kits are on the by Mom already. So yay. Hi, Darrell. Darrell. So I was listening when Kelly did Paper Pumpkin roll call on Monday, and she totally botched your name. So it was like, oh, I never told Kelly how to say your name. But I'll tell her when I see her the next time. Hi, Barbara Rudolph and Melody Miller. There's Laura Sullivan and Susan Ray Hendricks. Hi, Lynn Beasley and Deb Norman. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Mary Jane Keepert. Barbara Godby's here. Yay. Hi, Ann Bellinger. Hi, Mary Ellen and Kimberly Cronauer. Stacy Burns is here. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Linda. And Mary Schreiber is here. Yay. Wow, you guys. Donna Grushke, Sarah Mitchell. You guys, it's a whole big crew here already. I love it. Awesome. Sandy Wicklander. Jeannie Parker. Yay. Randy Schultz. There's Mary Lemke. Ann says, don't forget the thumbs up, you guys. Yay. Hi, Connie Moore and Linda Hall and Ethel King and Lisa Spacek. Yay. Susan Warmley, your bow maker went off today with your game night cards and your prize that you won from the past. Hi, Augie's Mommy Creations. I don't know if your name is Augie's, but hello. And yeah, Dorel, everybody gets it wrong. You can totally relate. um, so you guys, so exciting. Got a lot of designing done between Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'm happy to report there are a bunch of classes that are ready. I thought, you guys, when I took Monday and Tuesday for designing and then got back into the swing of working on things like the normal things like cutting paper and getting ready. I had an in-person class Wednesday night. We did the Stamp-a-Stack on Wednesday at 5 so that we could get that class is done. I'm all ready for you guys for tomorrow. And then we kitted up game night today and we kitted up Let's Just Stamp already. So we've been busy, busy, busy. But it was really good to get some designing done. I kind of like turned the phone off and just worked on cards and needed to do that. So I do have some stuff to share with you. But I thought when I got back, I was going to have time to do a showcase video. Like I have had, you guys, I always have every intention to do things when I think I want to do them in my head. But then this takes longer and that takes longer, and that's okay. Tomorrow is still March 31st, so there's one day left of the month, and my goal is always to have the showcase video done by the last day of the month so you guys can see what's coming up for next month. And so I do plan to go live tomorrow morning to showcase everything that I have ready for you for April. There's a lot, and I'm going to show you a few things tonight, things that I just got done this week and reminders of what's coming up next week. But tomorrow, the showcase video is going to have absolutely everything. So I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek of stuff right now so that you can see what I got done this week. So much exciting stuff. Hi, Karen Wetstein. Hi, Tracy Reed. Hi, Sue Spigner. Yeah, so I've got some Happy Meal to share with you. And we are going to make, actually, you guys, I did a little trickery to some of you. The tutorial that I sent for tonight's class, we're going to be doing ink, paper, scissors featuring Regency Park. The tutorial included 6 cards. Now, I only kitted up 4 to give to you because ink, paper, scissors is always a 4-card class. Those who got the email, if you looked at it, you saw that I included 2 bonus tutorials because I just couldn't stop creating with this class. So I ended up, the day that I designed these cards, I ended up designing 6 cards. Hi, Becky Rohr. And I just wanted to use all the designer series paper. So those that got the class, there's 12 beautiful pages of designer paper and the fronts and the backs coordinate so nicely together, and I just couldn't stop. So the tutorial has 6, and we're going to be making 6 tonight because of the tutorial, because this is an online class you can always purchase in the future. You could purchase the tutorial. I mean, 2 things. I still have classes available, so if anybody wants kits for this class, if you're watching this tomorrow or tonight or next week, I have, I think, 13 left unaccounted for. So, yes, definitely available to get class kits mailed to you, or if you want to purchase just the online tutorial, that will include 6 PDFs plus this video for reference, and we're going to make all 6. And it's been a while since I made 6 cards with you guys. I think it was the Ringed with Nature or Ringed with Love class that we did back in January with 6 cards. And I know we've done a 5-card class right before that with fitting florets. I know we did Memories and More, but you guys, that was 20 cards maybe, or 15 cards, but it was simple cards, where this is 6 cards and they're more like, more than your average bear cards, right? So I don't know how long tonight's going to take. I'm not so certain, but not really worried about it. I have my water next to me, and I made sure to go to the bathroom before class, and I have Tigger sleeping on the chair over there. So he ate something. We think yesterday he got into Tyler's hibiscus. Well, it's my and Tyler's. It's our hibiscus plant. Tyler bought it for me because he puked up today, and he puked up a leaf, and so he hasn't been eating. And we're wondering, another thing, you guys. That's what you get when you have cats, right? Hair. So he got into something that we think he ate part of the plant leaf because he puked it up. And so he's a little bit under the weather. He's not as his playful, chipper self. He still's good, but he just is not eating as much as he used to. But he'll get better because he puked it up. He puked a few times. So, you're very welcome, Lynn. For those so with regards to those extra cards, you guys, I challenge you to cut your own card stock and use the extra sheets of designer series paper that are left to make the additional 2 cards. And if you don't have the exact colors, improvise, right? You got the measurements, you got the layout. You can always choose a different side of the paper and make other cards if you want. So yeah, so tomorrow is the last day of the month. We will do the showcase, and I'll send out a reminder that it's the last day that you guys can submit cards for the monthly creative challenge, for your class card challenge. Yeah, so yes, Tracy Reed, I am taking signups for the DSP sampler that you're asking about. I believe that I have you logged because you get it every time. So I'm pretty sure I have you in my list. The annual catalog DSP sampler, you guys, is going to be a little bit more than the mini catalogs. I have the mini catalogs at $26, and for the annual catalog, it's going to be $30 plus 10. The shipping is always a priority padded envelope, which is 10. So it's 30 though. It is a few dollars more. Prices of Stampin' Up! Products are going up. Cardstock went up, I think, 50 cents or maybe 75 cents. They went from $9.25 to, you guys, I printed off the new catalog. I can't not have paper in my hands when I'm looking and referring to things. The prices of Stampin' Up! Supplies did go up. You guys, if you're aware of what's going on in the world, the cost of everything is going up, and when Stampin' Up! Updates their catalog, the pricing is going to reflect the new pricing. And so cardstock is going up to $10. So not only is the price going up for their supplies, but the annual catalog has a lot more in it. Hi, Cheryl Thomas and Cheryl Stewart at the same time. So the color families are always extra. So normally a mini only has like maybe 8 or 9 suites plus a specialty page. The annual catalog DSP sampler, I counted 12 suites plus there's 6 color families. So it's extra a lot of 6 full sheets of, and they're double sheets. Usually those are doubles because they take up 2 pages. So the price is a little bit different in case anybody is wondering. In the past, they've always been priced the same and I've always eaten it. But this time I switched out the annual catalog to just be a little bit more. So anybody that would like to get that, you just have to reach out to me. I'm taking orders for them now, and they'll ship the second week of May because I can't order all of the products until, I believe the catalog says May 2nd on the back, May 2nd. So speaking of the new catalog, you guys, if you're a demonstrator, you have access to see it right now. If you're a demonstrator / discount shopper / hobbyist, however you call yourself, no offense to any way you call yourself, it's just however you call yourself. Jeannie Parker, I believe you're on the list already too for one, but Tracy and Jeannie, I'll check for both of you that I have you guys on the list. And anybody from last week that reached out to me, I think there were 12 people in my live last week that we made sure that you were signed up or we got you signed up. So the catalog, so if you are with Stamping Up, you have access to the catalog as of yesterday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. You could go look at the catalog. Hi, Jean Maxwell. Susan Ray, I'll make sure you're on the list too. The new ink colors are out. So they're very pretty. A little spoiler alert. I don't mind spoiling things a little bit. The 5 new ink colors are called Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, and Boho Blue, but we knew that one because of the little baby blue machine. Moody Mauve and Pebbled Path. So 5 new ink colors are going to be coming in. The 5 retiring ink colors are Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, Polished Pink, Fresh Freesia, and Pale Papaya. So if you need to get any of those colors or any of the things, I did notice some things are on low inventory, like ink pads. Some things are starting to become scarce. As that happens, they're not going to be available because some of these things are while supplies last. There is a last chance list, you guys. The last chance list is the sampler, the DSP on the cards, or the pieces on each sheet. The DSP sampler are the little card pieces, the cardstock swatches, I call them, or the designer paper swatches that are in my binder book, Sherry. So they're on 8.5 by 11 white sheets, and there's a bunch of them, and it's for every designer series paper family is how I do the DSP sampler, because it's designer series paper sampler, includes the card swatches. So Laura's not crazy about Moody Mauve. I'm okay with it. I love pinks. You guys, it's kind of like the color of my shirt a little bit. My shirt's a little brighter. So with that last chance list, you guys, I I I didn't have a moment, you guys. I make moments for things as I need to, and I didn't make a moment yet to download the last chance list and upload it to my website. And I will do that. My goal is to get that done in the next day or so. Oh, Carissa corrected me. She is right. Fresh Freesia is not retiring, you guys. Fresh Freesia is an in color that is carrying over. We all were wishing it was going to be Evening Evergreen or Soft Succulent, but it was Fresh Freesia that's carried over. So Fresh Freesia got moved. Thank you for the correction. I told you guys wrong. Fresh Freesia is moving into the Subtles collection, you guys. So good point, Chris. I appreciate you helping me make that straight. So we're going to do a little video. So I'm going to upload the last chance list in the next day or two so that you guys can get it off of my website. And then I believe the last chance sale starts next week. And I think my plan is Tyler is going out to my parents all day on Sunday to help my mom and dad clean out the shop. I think that's the plan. And I think I'm going to stay home and get situated with the transition of the new catalog. And I think I'm going to do a last chance video like I always do, where we'll go through with our highlighters and our pens and our books, and we're gonna document and go through and say what's retiring, what the price is, so that you guys can make your executive decisions on, yep, I wanna get that, nope, I'm good, I can let it go. So that I'm hoping to do that on Sunday. Now you're going to have to, right, Laura? Exactly, that's how it goes. So last chance is a goal for Sunday to do that video. And then you guys watch for the last chance list on my website. Other demonstrators have already shared it, so you might already have, and if you're a demonstrator, you can access it yourself. But I will get that out there so that you guys have access to it, so that you can see it as soon as I possibly can, right? So tomorrow class is at 3 o'clock, you guys, and I'm going to do the showcase video in the morning. So at some point I'm going to be on my computer getting that uploaded. So in case you guys are wondering, a little bit more insider information. There are some returning colors. One of them is, we talked about Fresh Freesia, that it is returning. I would have caught that, I think, when I got to the returning colors, but I'm glad we corrected it right away. You guys, if you remember, there was a color called Lemon Lime Twist. Hi, Gwen. All the changes. Yes, it has been a busy day to check out all the changes. I definitely agree. So just to ruin the surprise a little bit more for anybody, if you don't want to hear this, shut your ears and eyes. Well, you don't have to shut your eyes because you can still see me. Hi, Nora Taylor. So we have a returning favorite called Lemon Lime Twist and Berry Burst, along with Fresh Freesia and Lost Lagoon, Blueberry Bushel and Pretty Peacock, and Misty Moonlight are all returning, you guys. Yay. There are some new colors coming in. They're called Azure Afternoon, right? Pecan Pie or Pecan Pie, depending on where you're from. And there's a Lemon Lolly along with a Bubble Bath. All right, so I think the count was 11 colors going out and 11 colors coming in. Oh no, Barbara. I just talked to Faye yesterday. Oh, I'm so sorry that her husband passed away this AM. Oh, I'm gonna be sad. Okay, so I literally just talked to Faye yesterday afternoon because we had some things that we needed to discuss about classes and stuff. And she had told me exactly what was going on with her husband over the last year. I'm sorry, I'll have to reach out to Faye. Thank you for the update, Barbara. Oh man, not good. Not good. I know he had been having some complications, and she was at the hospital. Oh, and they were going to work out their next few months on how they were going to work things out, like with where he's going to be and how he's going to be taken care of. So big hugs to you, Faye, when you end up watching this, when you get back to it. I know that you have your hands full. And thank you, Barbara, for letting us know. Lots of love and prayers and support coming your way. Hi, Jean Terwilliger. Hi, Sharon Land. So, yeah, well, thank you for the news, Barbara. I will keep Faye in my prayers and send her a card. Definitely send her a card. So, yeah, a lot of exciting things, you guys, coming out with the new colors and returning colors. Yeah, so Laura has all of the returning colors. I do, too. So I was excited about that. And, yeah, so as a discount shopper, hobbyist, or Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, however you call yourself, starting, I believe our pre-order starts April 4th. Oops, I just dropped that on the floor. I think our pre-order starts April 4th. One moment. Oh, I don't want to lose that behind the garbage. And if there are any people considering signing up, you can always get in on the pre-order stuff. You can order the pre-order stuff as part of your starter kit. So very cool. Also, you guys, I would like to call out some happy Team B news. I just thought of this. We had 2 new team members join the team in the last, let's say 24, must have been Tuesday is when Tabitha Lawson joined, which is super, super cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then yesterday we had Cynthia join, and I am, oh, that wasn't meant to happen. Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna grab that because that is basically the purple book, you guys, that has everything in it that we need to do for roll call, and it basically landed upside down. So, but I was trying to tell you guys, Cynthia Hutchings also joined the team yesterday. So congratulations to our newbies, yay! Okay, one moment. Oh man. Oh, talk about a big mess, you guys. Wowzers. Okay, so let's see if we can get this back in order. Okay, back in order, I think. So, just some exciting news that I want to share with you about the catalog. That you have to look forward. My plan is that anybody who is a customer to me that has placed an order within the last, let's say, 6 months or so, and that isn't a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. As a demonstrator, you guys, everybody gets your own catalog, and they'll be sent to you directly from Stampin' Up! And anybody else that needs to get a catalog from me that has placed an order with me in the last, let's say, 6 months, I will be ordering my catalogs on the 4th, and as soon as they arrive, I'll turn around and get them out in the mail to you so that you'll get them probably within the next 2 weeks would be my guess, because we can order next week and then it takes a little bit for them to get here, and then you'll have catalogs to look at. Fun stuff. All right, you guys, so I'm in the process of the planning phases. If you notice, the events calendar only lists things usually out till April because we were waiting to see what happens with the new catalog. So now the focus and the goal over the next few days will be to figure out, well, what are the sweet classes going to be? What are the ink, paper, scissors classes going to be? What are the Let's Just Stamp classes going to be? And then all the ad hoc stuff, right, that comes into play. So that's what is on the docket over the next few days, along with figuring out like different swap groups to be in and getting swap cards here with different samples. Hi, kitten. Hey, baby. So yes, fun stuff, you guys. Always lots of fun stuff. And if you have any questions or need help with things, just let me know. I did have a demonstrator who also takes classes with me reach out to me and ask about different recipes and samples and how to make stuff. And I just want to put this out there too, because if you're a demonstrator and you don't know this, when the new catalog comes out, Stampin' Up! Comes out with a recipe book of everything that is basically in the catalog. And once I have access to it, I download it and I put it on my website for you guys to have access to as well, for everybody to have access to. But as a demonstrator now, I don't know exactly when they put that out there, but you can find it in the print lab, which is in you gotta log into your demonstrator account, go to business resources, or somewhere like with the print lab is where it is. So Doral won't need a catalog. So I appreciate knowing that. I think Doral, no catalog. So I try to keep that in my Access database, who needs a catalog and who doesn't. So if I don't know or if I'm not certain, I always reach out to people. Sherry can't wait to see about the new classes. Hi, Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin. It's going to be fun. You guys, I personally think that the back of the catalog is prettier than the front of the catalog. But that's because I love flowers, and the back of the catalog is full of flowers. And so I love looking at flowers. So, all right. So thanks for that note, Darrell. I have that down here. All right. So you guys, I'm going to flip the camera down and we're going to share some happy mail first. And then we're going to share a couple classes that are coming up that are newly designed. And then we're going to get right into the swing of things, making our 6 cards. Okay. All right. Let's go back to watching to make sure it's running. It's going good. Okay. All right. So let's show you guys some happy mail here. Let's flip this down. All right. So you guys, this is exciting. You got to check out this card. This is from Donna Gruski. I just opened this today and I thought, oh my goodness, this is a beautiful card. She's got a bigger size envelope here for me, and it says, advice from a honeybee. And this little guy comes up like this, and it says, create a buzz, sip life's sweet moments, mind your own beeswax, work together, always find your way home, stick close to your honey, and be yourself. You guys, isn't that adorable? And it's got this little pocket that she created that this slips right into. I just gotta catch it right. There it is. And then that slides down. I love it. It's so awesome, Donna. I opened this up and it just made me smile. And it says, and be happy. She put a lot of time and creativity into this card, and I absolutely love it. So Donna, this was awesome. This made my day today. Very, very cool. And another thing that made my day today, Sandy Wicklander's card arrived, you guys. So Sandy Wicklander signed up to be on the, she did a share, create, inspire card. So I got my next recipe card. So this is going to be for April, you guys. I think this class is set for like the 19th or the 12th. I can't remember exactly. Hi, baby. And so I got my next recipe, and I got the card sample here that I can open up later. And then Sandy also sent me a little get Yeti to party. It's your birthday. And it's got this little box that she made. And it's so cute. Look at that. She's got a purple Yeti. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So she made its own little box and sent that. And she used the Stampin' Up! Stamp set. It's so cool. So, Sandy, this made my day too. I love it. It's so awesome. So, so cool. So I'm going to have that on display here. I love it. All right. Hi, baby. What are you thinking, huh? You're going to find that thread, aren't you? All right. And then this one comes to us from Darrell. We were just talking to Darrell. So Darrell Hoffaker. And it says, God bless you. Happy Easter. And it says, awesome Easter card. So pretty. I love it, Darrell. So pretty. Yeah? What are you going to do? And jump up on my lap, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Where are you going to go? You got to go off to the side here. Yep. There you go. Walk across my computer and everything. I know that that's what you want to do, so we're going to shut it. Okay. All right. We got kitchen taken care of, I think. All right. So this beautiful card came from Darrell. And then this one, you guys, came from Miss Shannon West, who is my DDM, my person at Stampin' Up! That oversees the Midwest area. Oh, he knows where the treats are. Oh, don't you, kitten. All right. So you guys, he was doing really good just sleeping, and now he wants some snacks. He needs his Scooby snacks. Okay, so this came from Shannon West. Let's get this back. Okay, and it's because, you guys, I hit my $500,000 sales milestone. And so she sent me a congratulations card. I did that back in January, so that was really exciting news when that happened. And then this beautiful card comes to us from Vonda Saia, and it says, just a note. So Vonda, when I saw this, I'm like, ooh, yeah. I'm going to save this card to do for, hi, Gloria Wolf. This is your first live. Yay. Well, welcome. I'm hoping that you will enjoy class tonight. We're just going over some Happy Mail right now. So, Vonda, I'm going to save this card because this is going to be a perfect card for when I have sale-a-bration designer series paper that I could do for a fun folds class. So this is going to go into my archives here. This one comes to us from Miss Mo Stites. And she's got a whole note in here, you guys, so I can tell you everything. So Mo, yes, the card arrived intact. She added extra postage because she wasn't sure if it would work or not with these gems on here. So she used Blackberry Bliss, Fresh Freesia, the DSP Host Pack Flowers and More. The die cuts are from the March of 2023 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and 10 Years of Growth. The stamp was the host set called At the Pond, and she can't remember where the sentiment came from. It was a retired Stampin' Up! Sentiment. And the trinkets were the bumblebees. Yes, Debbie does want my attention. The bumblebees, she's got the ladybugs on here too. Look at that cute little ladybug right there. And she blends for the frogs because she loves the color. So So she used blends on the frog, and she did some blending back here too to add, it looks like a sunset. I love it. So very pretty card. Hi, kitten. And see, she's got a purple frog in there, you guys. I love it. So this is the card that Mo made for me a long time ago. I have it up on my ledge here because she made a card and she put purple birds for me. So I love it. You're back. Okay. Yep. He knows I have the treats, you guys. So one moment. Come on, kitten. Come on. Hang on, you guys. He's feeling better because he wasn't eating anything for about a day and a half. He wasn't eating. So I'm happy that he has these treats here. so lovely card from Mo. This card comes from Miss Carla Reel. She's on my team, and she came to the team meeting on Sunday, and she said, love you lots. And it's from Carla Reel. I like the split, like the technique here with that splitting. Let's just put this like that. I remember that stamp. I can't remember the name of it, but I know that was like the hearts growing up. It was like flowers. It was really cool. All right, this one comes to us from Miss Tammy Steckling. So Tammy, this is the mystery card layout from the month of March, you guys. And she's got the Celebrate Sunflowers here with a little bow. And I think, let's see if she's got any notes on here. Please, you can... Nope. Okay. But I thought maybe Tammy had mentioned. This is the Sale-a-bration paper from like flowers of something. It was, of course, flowers, right? Because it has flowers on it. But it was Sale-a-bration like 2 Januaries ago, if I'm not mistaken. Or it was last January. I don't know, you guys. The years are starting to blend together. so that was very pretty, Tammy. I love it. This one is from, I love it, the Busy Bee paper here from Denise Paulo. And... I'm reading your note. Kitten, you want more? You just ate a whole bunch. Mom, I'm hungry though. Oh, come back this way though. Don't knock everything over, kitten. Okay, you guys, we're going to have to give them another little snack. You'll get, like, this is round 3 of treats, right? Oh, you're such a little piggy down here, little kitten. Oh, he eats like, you guys, he's got like them half eaten. Oh, joining as a hobbyist, would I get 20% off my... Oh my gosh, Denise, I just was reading this because I saved the note here. I'll answer it because other people might be asking. I saw a video about joining as a hobbyist. Would I get 20% off my orders if I join? Yes, Denise, you sure would. Anybody who joins Stampin' Up! To be a discount shop or a demonstrator or a business builder, however you want to be, you get 20% off. And that's for everybody. You get 20% off until you promote to be a Bronze Elite. And at Bronze Elite, you earn actually 25%. And everybody's eligible to be Bronze Elite. And so, yes, Denise, I'll reach out to you and make sure that in case you don't watch this video, I'll make sure that I let you know that. So, awesome. Here's her explosion card, you guys. So, this was the mystery card layout for January. So, very cool. I love that she used the explosion card here, and she pulled in Petal Pink Region, like the Petal Park, which is what we're going to be using tonight. Yes, Susan. I don't know if he necessarily wants my attention or if he just wants me to feed him. So, all right, you guys, I have a fabulous friend who is an amazing stamper, and her name is Jay Shante, and she made me this beautiful card. She was in a swap group, and she thought of me, and she sent me an extra swap card, and it came with a little love note, and I thought it was really pretty. You guys, I wanted to share her card because she makes phenomenal cards. She's got that designer series paper strip back here, 1 inch, about 1 inch, 1 inch pieces. She's got the background embossed with that, I call it the hashtag. It's part of the 3D Basics embossing folders that are now currently out of stock, but coming back. And she used the designer series paper for the flowers, and she didn't have to color them then, and using some soft succulent open weave ribbon. She stamped on the designer series paper as well. Hi, kitten. Yep. Nothing to see here, officer. Let's keep moving. Move it, move it. You got to move it, move it. Yeah, you're going to fall off, aren't you? Oh, my goodness, kitten. Keep going. All right. So that's what I have for Happy Meal for you guys. So excited about that. And if you are seeing down here, you can see some cards. I do want to make a note that I did pull the names for the winners of these 3 cards. So I will do that later. Just want to put it out there into the universe that we're going to draw those winners or announce who those winners are. This, you guys, if you're not doing anything tomorrow or if you want to catch the replay, get some dry food and let him think it's a treat. Yeah, you know, the only thing I have in the hive is the gift that I have here of these little baby treats. So, and you guys, he's got a little pile. Like, he made a mess that I have to clean up. That is what we do, yep. So you guys, this is tomorrow's Fun Folds class featuring Irresistible Blooms. I had somebody back out of the class and couldn't, needed a refund, so I have one set ready to go. Unfortunately, that happens, and I just roll with it. So in case anybody thought they were late to the party on this one, I have a set for sure left, and I would be willing to make up to 8 more kits if I have 8 more people or even 4 more people that are interested in doing this Fun Folds class. These are fun. I did these yesterday with my group, and they had so much fun making these fun folds. And then this is that flying seagull card. So you guys, that is what's coming up tomorrow at 3. It's a little bit earlier because my boyfriend asked me to go to dinner with him and his coworkers at 6. And so I told him yes. And so that's why I can move the class up a little bit. All right, so these are what's new, you guys. And I wanted to share this with you. I'll also be sharing this during the showcase video tomorrow. So I've got the April monthly class ready to go. So these 2 I had shown you in the past because they were ready to go. And then we got the 3rd card in here. Do you need the set for the class? Absolutely not, Sherry. Not at all. These cards were designed that all you need are the sentiments. And I stamped a little flower on the back. There are some stamps, but you could use anything else. These flowers here and leaves are actually die cuts. There's a sentiment, those are die cuts from the stamps, the paper. You guys will get the designer paper. You need a sentiment and a sentiment. All of the flowers that you see on the front of the cards are from the designer paper. All the leaves are from the designer paper. If there's flowers that are stamped, they're on the back or on the inside of the cards, and you can use anything else. So yes, you can use anything for those cards. You do not need to have the Irresistible Bloom stamps at all. So on this one, you guys, this is the Marigold Moments that I was trying to get done, and it's done, yay. The die cutting will be done for you. You'll get a little dragonfly trinket. You'll get the ribbon. What you will need is some sort of stamps. Oh, Sherry Stewart, you definitely can get the one I have. And if anybody else is watching right now, I can make up 8 more easily. So Sherry Stewart, I can definitely get you that stamp-a-stack. And then if anybody else would still like to get in on it, just let me know. The cost was $65 mailed, so it's $55 plus $10 for shipping. So Marigold Moments, if you don't have Marigold Moments, you guys, you'll get a white piece like this and you can stamp anything you want on it. All right, so that was the monthly class finished. You guys, we always had one of these cards done for the Sweet Bundle class for Legendary Ride or Ready to Ride, but we got the other ones done as well. And so there is that one. And you guys, I'll be sharing these again tomorrow with all the details and the pricing and all that good stuff. Today I just wanted to show you what we got done. And then this one is a fun fold. Love it. And so it's like the bike is riding by the storefront and it's got like the tread tires. And so that's a fun fold. And then of course, I was so excited, a Purplelicious card, you guys. And there's our, all the die cut pieces. These cards were designed in a way that you do not need to have the motorcycle stamp set at all. You need to have a sentiment, a sentiment, a sentiment, and a sentiment. Because these 2 bikes are actually from the designer series paper, and these are all die cuts. So another class where you don't need to have, let's say, the stamp set unless you really, really want it. And then the In Color Retirement class is ready to go. Now this is later in April as well. And so we chose Art Floral and did these cards in all of the 5 in colors to have our ode or farewell to the retiring in colors. So we have Pale Papaya, Polished Pink. Hi, Dawn Ablett, catching me on the way home. Yay. And then we've got our Fresh Freesia, which really isn't going away. We figured that out. It is coming back. And then we have our Evening Evergreen. And then we have the Soft Succulent. And so this will be the In Color Retirement class that's coming up in April. You guys, all the details for these classes are still on my calendar, but I just wanted to share the cards with you. And we got one more class to share, and then we're going to make some pretty cards, you guys. So the last class is an ad hoc class. Ad hoc, you guys, means it's not really on the calendar, and it got added because of inspiration time, wanting to make cards, and just thought, okay, let's go with it. And so this features a stamp set called Perfect Pomegranate, which was, if you recall, a host set from last Celebration in the fall. So it was July and August, not even the fall, it was the summertime. And so we worked on this class that is going to act as like a Stamp-A-Stack, and you're going to get 20 cards to make. Well, you're not going to get 20 cards. You're going to be able to make 20 cards. Some are duplicates, meaning that you get, you'll make 3 of the same card. Like there's 3 of this one. And then in some cases, you'll be able to have some paper to match the envelopes. And so Perfect Pomegranate was used. Now, I do have about 13 Perfect Pomegranate stamp sets that will be included for 13 people. But if you don't have it and you don't get it, you could always stamp something else in here. The colors are so bright and cheerful. So there's 3 of that one. And there's going to be 3 of this one, which is a little bit of a fun fold. So there's 3 of that one. There's going to be 3 of this one. And now you guys, these are note cards and envelopes. So they are the 3.5 by 5. They are not full size. So Laura Sullivan, you would not be all over this because you don't like cards that are smaller than A2. So I know that there are people, I know Laura's one in particular because she's mentioned it to me, but sometimes people don't like smaller cards. So there's 2 of this one. There's going to be 1 of this one with a matching envelope. And this one, there's going to be 3 of these. And they have matching envelopes as well, 2 of them. I think that might go, yep, this goes with this. So in cases where we could match the envelopes, we did, and sometimes we didn't have enough designer paper left to match envelopes. But here's, I love this one because it has the flower on it. So we definitely used the stamp set on these cards because that was what was featured. And again, I have 13 of the stamp set. I think I have about 13 of that stamp set. So I know 13 people are going to be able to take the option where it's a little bit more to get the stamp set included. And then otherwise there will be the option of not getting the stamp set included. So more details, you guys. I'm just teasing you right now because I'm so excited to share all these beautiful cards with you. So you're going to get the ribbon, you'll get the embellishments. Some will get the stamp set, some won't, and then the designer paper comes with it, along with the note cards and the envelopes. But Laura says she loves them. Okay, well, that's awesome. So you could, in essence, take all of these layouts and still make them into bigger cards, right? So the tutorial will be in relation to the size of the 3.5 by 11, but Laura, in your case, you could easily make this card into a A2 size card and just have a bigger back of designer paper. This one too, you could always make that into an A2 size. But you guys, I plan to give you the date for this class and the cost for this class tomorrow when we do the showcase. Tonight, it was just a teaser because I just wanted to share with you what's coming up. You guys, this gnomes class is coming up on Monday. So it's at, I think, no, Tuesday. It's Tuesday at 10 a.m. Just know you don't have to have the gnomes. If you don't like the gnomes, you don't have to have the gnomes. I had something sticky there. To do this, you got your bookmark cards. I think I have maybe 10 of these left. Oh, I lost a jewel. That's what happened here. The little jewel fell off. So I've got a diamond that came off, and it's got stick right there. So let's get that off. So the gnomes, you guys, I still have so many lovely cards, Cindy. Just, you guys are going to be blown away. When we do the showcase tomorrow, you're going to be like, I don't know what to do. I'm so overwhelmed right now. I don't know what to pick. And so I'm just mentally preparing you guys. April is jam-packed, and I believe this happened to me last April too. So just know there's a lot coming. So Jean Maxwell said she really never saw any cards made with that stamp set. Thank you so much. So not only did we make one card with it, we made, I think there's 9 different patterns there. Or I think there's like maybe 7 to 9 different layouts. So, okay, so back to you guys. Gnomes is next week. There's availability for this class yet. And as long as I have the camera showing classes, so tonight's class is the ink, paper, scissors. You guys, we are really going to make these 6 cards. That is my plan. But to let you know what I've got for, and I still have maybe 13 left of this class, the ink, paper, scissors for next month features rain or shine or playing in the rain. This is a fun fold that opens like this. You know, so I'm going to teach you guys that fun fold. This one is that fun fold as well. That opens like this. Okay. And then this one isn't a fun fold, but it's still pretty. I love taking that DSP and you only have like an inch and an inch, and then that works. So you don't need to have the stamps for this, you guys, for next month. And then this guy is the kite one. Uh-oh, you guys, he heard that. And oh my gosh, you guys, you should have seen him. In a minute, he's gonna be here. he's figuring out how to get over here. Just, he heard the balls shaking, you guys. You guys, this is his favorite card in the world. He just is amazed. So if you want to find or make a toy for, if you want to make something for your kitten or your cat for them to play with, they love these shaker cards. He just has a ball like pushing this. And so I saved the last card, which is his favorite. And as soon as he heard that, he came right over. He came across the room, you guys. So anyways, this is the last card, and we're gonna make a shaker card. And so that's ink, paper, scissors for the month of April, okay? Tigger. All right, buddy. Move it or lose it, Buster. Gotta get out of here. Nothing to see here. All right, go back over to your window, little handball. All right, there you go. Okay, guys, so tonight is ink, paper, scissors. Are you ready for roll call? Let's do the roll call, you guys. There's quite a few people that are taking this class, and there might be more after we get going. So I'm gonna do a little roll call for you guys. And if you're here watching, call yourself out. And if you catch the replay, also call yourself out. We love to hear if you're here with us. Kitten. That was a Stampin' Spot that landed on the floor, you guys. All right, so first on the list was Annette Rollin, you guys. She signed up way back in January. Chris Dudarenke, Julie Bierschbach, Judy Immel, Dawn Linke, Michelle Dadson, Donna Grushke, Diane Bogenhagen, Vicky Rodriguez, Shirley Malarkey, Carol Solinsky, Francis Rodriguez, Mary Carls, Angela Knutson, Dawn Ablett, Sherry Everett, Jeannie Parker, Karen Wetstein, Becky Rohrer, Susan Bellamy, Laura Sullivan, Helen Chase, Deanna Stell, Karen Cotton, Carla Lake, Jennifer Jones, Mary Ann Savre, Cheryl Thomas, Leslie McMinn, Karen Stagg, Elaine Rebeck, Sandy Wicklander, Pamela Leahy, Christine Smith, Gwen Petrashek, Barbara Moynan, Barbara Godby. You two, the two Barbaras, Barbara Godby and Barbara Moynan, you always have this way of messaging me within like a day or half a day, and you guys end up signing up at the same time. And then right after those two Barbaras, we had Barbara Rudolph sign up. Becky Gandolfo, Faye Godby, Ruth Nicholson, Christina Heiser, Deb Norman, Luann Trumppower, Bonnie Kemen, Susan Ray Hendricks, Carmen Melendez, Mary Lemke, Karen Woods, Suzanne Neild, Lynn Beasley, Tammy Steckling, Sherry Martin, Mary Jane Keepert, Stacy Warner, and Sandy Gorin. And so I did see Kimberly Cronauer that just said, sign me up. If you could, Kimberly, confirm what you want to sign up for. I was talking about a lot of classes in the last 10 minutes, and I'm not exactly sure which class you'd like to sign up for. So if you could just comment again, then I would catch it. So I want to show you guys what you get for this class. It's called Ink, Paper, Scissors. It has been since I started this series in April of 2022. Oh, you guys, it was the Pansy Patch was the strawberry one. It's been a while. I think this is going on 2 years, you guys. I'm wrapping up a full 2 years because I started in April of 2 years ago. So this is the 24th Ink, Paper, Scissors, if I'm not mistaken. So wow, awesome, you guys. We're celebrating our 2-year anniversary. Okay, so what do you get for Ink, Paper, Scissors? This is a product-based class, and you get product with it. And so for anybody that signs up, I have in here a pack of the Milky Dots. I have a roll of the Night of Navy bordered ribbon, and then you get a quarter pack of designer series paper that includes one of each of the 12 patterns, and then you get the 4 card kits. And so normally I cut up somebody that just got the class for me, like Diane's or Judy's or somebody that they gave it to me. But I realized that when I kitted up my kits, I actually pulled in big sheets of paper into all my kits, and I'm gonna, I guess, cut up the designer paper for my kits instead of cutting up Diane's kits. So, Kitty checking out you on the table. Yep. You guys, you can see him moving right back there. Yep. He's got that tail just a wagging, and he's up to no good, you guys. Mischief. Yep, I see you, buddy. I see you walking this way saying, you have all these little kitten treats on the floor. Yep. You think you're so cute and adorable. I know. So, okay, you guys. So with ink, paper, scissors, you also get the tutorial. Usually the tutorial includes 4 card kits, but for this class we're doing 6 because I couldn't stop designing because it was so awesome. So what we do for ink, paper, scissors is we cut up all the paper first and foremost. So we get that done and we're going to insert that in with each of your kits. So we're going to start with this one first, and we're going to cut the designer series paper for this one, and then we'll put it in with your kit right away. So you're going to want to look for the designer series paper for this one that has, so each card has 2 sheets of paper, and this one uses these 2 pieces. Oh, but those are so pretty too, you guys. I will admit it was very hard to cover up some of this paper, and it was hard to pick and choose what to use. All right, so Kitten, what are you gonna do? Come on, you got to move it, move it, move it. Hi. Yes, you want attention. But you guys, we're teaching a class here, little man. So that means that you need to go on my lap, or go on the floor, or go somewhere else. I know, he's like, I want your love and attention, Mom. Okay, so what we're gonna do is cut this paper first, and the DSP is 5 1/4 by 2 1/2, and then the other designer series paper is 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. Okay, so the yellow, I mean, you could cut yourself a whole 4-inch piece, but then you'd be wasting everything under here. So I'm going to show you how to be paper conservative with this. So we said 5 1/4 by 2 1/2, and there is no pattern to it. And so, oh, you're underneath here. Okay, so we're going to cut it at 2 1/2 first and get this off of here, because that leaves this section left for you to do your envelope flap or anything else that you want to make with it. And then we've got by 5 1/4. And again, then this is a scrap. And then the other piece was 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. So 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. Hi, little guy. So we're going to cut off the 1 1/2 first, right, like that. This is extra. You could do, you guys, in essence, if you had more cardstock, you could make and design another card identical to it if you wanted. And then we have this by 5 1/4. So these are the 2 pieces that we need to put in with this kit. So both are 5 1/4. One is by 2 1/2 and one is by 1 1/2. Now I'm going to put that in with my kit so that we have that for later. And then we're going to go to this card. And this one is this kit. So let's pull out the 2 pieces of designer paper. And look at the back. So the back, you guys, these would be really pretty together. It was, again, I'm going to say that a lot, that it was really hard. All right, so this piece of designer series paper, you guys, I work in 1/16 of an inch. You don't always like to do that. Not everybody does. So I get it. I also sent an email for this monthly IPS. Oh, Kimberly, awesome. So Kimberly, knowing that you want this one as well, what I'm going to do is, before I forget, I'm just going to add you here really quick so that when we do the door prize, your name is already on the list, okay? All right, so, Kitten. Hi. Okay, what are you going to do, huh? So, I like to operate in a 1/16 of an inch. You guys don't always like to. Where are you going to go? So, we have here 2 options. I cut this paper on my card here at 3 3/16 by 5 1/16, but you could cut it at 3 3/4 by 5. Your call. You want to see what this little man is up to, you guys? He's being a little baby. So, oh, yes, you guys. Your father needs to get home, kid. Okay, so I'm going to do 5 and a 16th by 3 and 13/16 because I like the 16th aspect. But if you want to do 5 by 3 and 5 and 3 and 3/4, you could. So 5 and a 16th by 3 and 13/16 is right there. All right, so that piece is the one that goes behind here. All right, and then there's another piece of designer series paper. It's 3 5/8 by 2 1/4. And that is the piece that goes down here. So 3 and, sometimes you guys, I like to remeasure things just to make sure. 3 5/8 by 2 1/4 is perfect. So 3 5/8 by 2 1/4. So I'm gonna do the 2 1/4 first, like that, and then 3 5/8. That's the piece that goes down here, right? So those two. Now this is leftover. If you want to do your envelope flap, you could, or if you want to make another card, you got some scraps. So what I'm going to do is put this in here. I, Mary Jean, love sticker. I love it. Okay. You need a kitty chair next to you for him. You guys, he's actually currently behind me going around in circles chasing his tail. Yes. So he's definitely feeling better. All right, so there's that card. This one, you guys, oh, it's so pretty too. All right, let's take it out of the plastic because it's always easier to see with it not being shiny. All right, that's this one. And you guys, I did not do a trick on you. I did give you a full piece of cardstock here. I want you guys to cut your little corner off because this goes up like this and then it goes like that. And I personally didn't want to go cut everybody's diagonals off, so what we can do is we could do that now so that you have it done, as long as we have our trimmer out. So this needs to get cut off from, so when you're holding the card open, it's from the score line down to the bottom left. So I'm gonna go from the score line this way. And what all you do is you set it up on your cutter so that you go from that corner down to that corner. Now, the thing is, I always kind of start a little bit down and then I go up and then I come back down. So I started a little down from the edge of the paper. I go up and now I can bring that and slide it right down. You guys, this is extra. Do with it whatever you would like to. Make something pretty with it. But now you basically have that ready to go. And what we're going to do is grab out the designer series paper here. And look at that. Like, they're all so pretty. Like, that would go with that. Oh, so nice. All right, so we have these two patterns that were picked for this one. And, oh man, where are you going, buddy? Same concept. I even made a note of it on my card here, you guys. You could do 3 13/16 by 5 1/16. Then you get a little bit less of a blue border. Or you could do 3 3/4 by 5. Your call, however you want to do it. I personally don't, like, what you do is your choice, but I like to do the 16ths. So I'm going to do 5 1/16 here. And then it's by 3 13/16. Like that. And that's extra. And so now that is that background piece that goes down there, right? Then we need to cut this diagonal piece. And that starts off as a 5 1/4 by 4. So let's cut, I'm gonna cut it at 4 so that I have a 2-inch strip over here to do something else with. And then we need it at 5 1/4. So far so good. We just cut it at 5 1/4 by 4. Now this is kind of important. You want to cut it from the top left corner to the bottom right corner so it fits on the bottom triangle here. If you cut from the top right to the bottom left, your triangle is going to be the opposite. If you do that, you can still salvage your card because right now if you cut it from this way to this way, it'll fit on here. But if you cut it going that way, then you just have to flip this to go this way, and then you would put it on that way. And if you choose, you could always do it that way to begin with, But just know that there, if you cut it the wrong way, it's not gonna be the end of your card making world tonight. So we're gonna start from the top left and go to the bottom right. And again, I'm gonna have it start slightly below the peak, go up, and then I'm gonna bring it down. This is extra for you to make another card. And I think I told you guys that, one moment, please. Hold the phone. That should have been, the navy was 5 1/4 by 4. And I thought that, wow, so we cut this just a hair too big, okay? It's okay, we can fix it. But what happens is we cut it the size of the navy. And I thought about that. As I did, I'm like, oh no, but it needs to be 5 by 3 3/4. So how do we fix that, right? Because ultimately, we need this to be a little bit in here. So we are gonna cut it off a quarter this way, and then we're gonna cut it off a quarter the other way. So if we cut this here, so if you guys haven't cut yet, cut your rectangle to be 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so if you haven't cut it, start at 5 by 3 3/4. If you already cut it with me because you were following me, I'm gonna cut off here that 1/4 inch on this side, and then I gotta cut a 1/4 inch off the other side. And I should be back in business. Giving me, nope, that was too much. It needed to be 5 1/8 and okay. So it's okay, I'm gonna do it on this one. It should have only been 1/8. So, because you guys, if you see what I did, it's the same, it's the right, it's just a little small. So if you guys followed along with me, you actually only need to cut 1/8 off of each side instead of 1/8 off, instead of a quarter. So watch that. So when you do the 1/8 and 1/8, that's what we needed to do. Okay, so if you guys start with the 5 3/4, 5 by 3 3/4, you'll be okay. If you start with the 5 1/4 by 4, you'll need to take 1/8 off of these two sides, and then you're back in business. So this guy will still work. I will just probably mat him on something else later. So these are the two pieces of designer paper for this one. Okay, so far so good. We salvaged it, yay. All right, this one's not so crazy. That one is the kit like this, and you have these two pieces. These are probably two of my least favorite patterns in the whole thing, but I love these two and they make up for it. So these designer papers are both 3 7/8, and then one is by 3 and one is by 2. So 3 7/8, and one is by 3 and one is by 2. I think that's what I just said. I like to, measure twice, cut once. Okay, so we're gonna cut at 3 on this one, extra, and then 3 7/8. No pattern, you guys. The flowers, there's no direction to it. So there's that one, and now I'm gonna cut this one at 2, and now this is extra, and now 3 7/8. Right? So there's that. Just like that. Just like downtown. All right, those are the two pieces that you need for this kit. All right. Then these are your two optional. Now, if you decide you don't want to make these cards, you don't have to, but this one's a cute one with it flipping up like that. And if you have the tutorial, it has all the measurements. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the DSP. This one reminds me of a Packer card, you guys, the green and gold. All right, so we got these two pieces for this one. Now the DSP, and this is another option. I like to do 16ths, but if you wanna do on the even, it would be 5 by 1 1/4. But I like the 16th, so I'm gonna do 5 1/16 by 1 1/4. So in my head, when I'm cutting this, I'm gonna do 1 1/4 times 2 is 2 1/2. So I'm gonna cut 2 1/2, leaving this as an extra piece, and then by 5 1/16, because that's, oh, I did, hang on. Why do I have 5 1/16? Oh, Karen, I bet this is where you told me my measurements were off. Okay, so Okay, I think because Karen told me she found 2 mistakes in the tutorial, which you guys I'm going to send out to you. I think that it needs to be 4 1/16. I think if Karen's watching, she might tell me. It's actually 3 13/16. Okay, so yes, so I think you guys, when it comes to one of the cards in the tutorial, Karen had commented that I had one of them wrong. Remember that they are smaller than, yep, exactly. So I figured it out, but it's still, hang on, wrong piece. That's okay. So I'm going to still go down the right path here. So you guys, ultimately it's 3 13/16 high by 1 1/4. So my train of thought was 1 1/4 times 2 is 2 1/2, which is still right, but it needs to be 3 13/16 high here. And now I'm going to cut this at 1 1/4. Make sure that didn't move on me. 1 1/4. So this will go here and then 1 here. Then this was extra. So by cutting it at 2 1/2, it kept these 2 scraps together into one piece. Okay, so those are my side panels. She was starting to cut the wrong paper. I don't know if anybody was like, you're cutting the wrong paper, wait. And you couldn't tell me that because I can't hear you. 2 3/4. Now here's another one. This is 2 3/4, and then each of these are about 1 1/4. You could cut yourself the whole panel, or you can cut it at 1 1/4 by 2 3/4 and save that bottom part that nobody sees it. Like I could have cut this bottom piece here as a full sheet, but you would have wasted all the stuff that's underneath here. All right, so we've got 2 3/4 wide by 1 1/4. So let's see, actually we can use this guy. We're gonna use this, and we said it was 2 3/4. What is this? Okay, 2 3/4. And then we're just gonna cut this in half, whatever it is, it's just gonna be in half. And then that's my piece for up here and my piece for down here. Still okay. You guys, I still ended up with these 2 scraps like that, so we were good. Okay, so these 4 pieces will go back into this card kit. Ready to go. And we have 1 left. Then, this is the last one. So I knew it was going to be a little bit dicey putting the blue ribbon on here because it's all green and pink and red, or like the sweet sorbet. But I thought, you know what? I made the ink blue, so I pulled it together. So if you're not particularly fond of the blue ribbon on here and you have a different ribbon that you'd like to use, you could go for it. But I did put some navy stamping on here to kind of tie it in. All right, so then this one, they're each 2 inches. And again, if you don't like the 5 1/16, go with 5. But I'm gonna do my, this one is 5 1/4 by 2. So what I'll do is cut it at 2 here, 2. And this one's by 5 1/4 because it's wider. It goes all the way to the edge of the mat. And then this one is 5 1/16 by 2. So I'm going to cut my 2 inches, saving this, and then 5 1/16. Now, again, use 5 if you want to. Now, I did make a comment on the tutorial that you could diagonal it if you want. So right now, if you have these, you could leave them straight if you like the look of it being straight. Or if you like this look of it going diagonal, all I did was take, and from that edge here, I just kind of cut it down about maybe like 1/4 of an inch. You have to remember that this is going to be here. This goes over the top, and you can't have it be lower than this mark right here. So you could cut it about 3/8 of an inch, meaning put your one corner here and then to about right there where that gray, dark gray is, where it's going to cut. And so I'm going to bring it and go about halfway down, go up and then come down, and I just cut it at a slight angle. This little bit here, you could save that if you want to put on the inside of the card if you like. And then now we've got that cut at an angle, and then our ribbon's gonna go at an angle. Susan Ray Hendricks, did you check your spam? I sent the tutorial, you guys, it was Tuesday morning at about 8:15. Susan, you were definitely in the outbox for me that it came through. If you could check your spam folder or your junk mail folder. No, Barbara Godby said she didn't get last week Friday or this week Friday. Also check your settings to make sure I'm a safe sender. Not that your emails don't come in from me because of a setting on your computer. It did go, if you could search your inbox, anybody to search, if you're missing a tutorial from me, search your inbox for the name of the class. Maybe it came in and it got hidden somewhere. I'll tell you guys, when I'm in my phone in the morning and I have my alarms that are going off, I swipe things, and sometimes I accidentally swipe things and put them like in junk and in the garbage, like in my phone, and I don't even know I'm doing it, right? Because I'm half asleep when I'm doing it. So yeah, I always challenge people, firstly, to check your folders again, check your email for like the name of the class. And by all means, I don't mind sending it, but I always like people checking because 90% of the time people find it. They really do. So you guys, all of this is what's left from each of your sheets of paper that you can make additional cards, more pretty cards. So yay. All right. So now that we have all of that done, you guys, we're going to start. And I don't know what number is what in the tutorial, but I'm thinking then that one was number 1. I don't know numbers. You guys know I generally don't go by the order of the tutorial. I usually just go by whatever card I want to make first. So we're going to start with this one right here. And the stamp sets, let's show you guys here. What we're going to use tonight are these 2 stamp sets, Petal Park and Sentimental Park. I am happy to report Sentimental Park is carrying over to the new annual catalog. Yay! I don't think Petal Park was. I don't think it is, based off my memory. All right, so we need Night of Navy ink for this card. If you wanted to use, oh, that one too, so mint. So we'll need mint as well. If you want to use any of the strips of paper for the insides of your cards, you can always cut them as well. All right, so let's grab back here. I think it was this guy. Okay. So in your envelopes, you will have now, hopefully, your 2 pieces of designer paper that you cut. You'll have the label. So this label comes from this die set. You're going to have some sort of a mat that has labels cut out of it. You guys, we've gotten very conservative with our paper cutting and wise because when you cut out the mats like this, it doesn't add weight to your card by adding another label, and also it gets covered up. So ultimately, this is going to cover that up. So you guys, don't worry if you have a hole. I should have a scrap card challenge. I should. All the scraps that you guys ever get. You'll have 2 little vellum flowers that are in your kit. And then you'll have this mint label and 2 navy flowers like that. And then another piece of white, which is actually for your inside. And you guys, I actually double matted your card. I actually did. I know I did. And my kit was made up a long time ago. So, a land far away. So I will show you guys what you have. You have a 4... Oh, Debbie loves the paper conservation. Yay. So you have a 4 by 5 1/4. And then your white piece, the other white piece, will be 3. Whoa, 3. You guys, I almost cut it there and I'm like, nope, something's wrong. By 5 1/16 or so. So when you guys do ink, paper, scissors card class with me, I actually double mat the insides of them for you, for the most part. I generally double mat them. So you guys will have your balmy blue and a white, and then you'll have your navy card base. So let's get this and score this, or burnish it. And, oh, we need some ribbon. Hang on, one moment, please. Ribbon, ribbon, ribbon. Okay, so you guys have a whole roll of the bordered Night of Navy ribbon. Carrying over, you guys. This one's carrying over, in case you were wondering. All right, so we need to be strategic about how we glue this, because we don't want to be putting glue in the inside here, because it'll get all over your mat, your workspace. So what I might recommend you do for this, when you have something like this, is glue the top like this. Don't go too close to the edge, because it'll ooze out on you, but just a little bit of liquid glue like that. And now this one's gonna go there, just like that. And then this one is gonna go over here. And don't worry if they don't meet in the, oh, my glue just moved. Hang on, I got that guy moved on me a little bit, and we're gonna get him back. Don't worry about the middle. This border blue ribbon is not see-through. So I'm gonna make sure that my edge of my ribbon goes right over that gap. So you guys, this was intentional to have it gap like that. Now, if that bothers you and you haven't cut your designer series paper yet, you could have always cut it more. Like you could cut it like at 2 1/4 or 3 1/4, right? But I cut it at 3 and 2 because to me, those are like, they left the mats just nice, right? It left 4 inches or it left 3 inches. And because the ribbon is going to cover up that seam, you or whoever the card receiver is will never know that that's like that. Unless they dissect your card because they want to try to make it themselves. All right, so we have this on. And now that the tape is on, we could go ahead and glue this down. And as long as I have my balmy glue, I might as well put a little bit of glue on that. So this one will go on the top. And this can go on the inside already. Balmy blue carried over, Night of Navy's carrying over. You guys will have to grab your pokey tool. Petal Park did carry over to the annual catalog. It sure did. Petal Park, soft sea foam, my favorite, not, that carried over as well. Karen had to tease me yesterday. She said, your favorite color carried over, or something along those lines. And I'm like, oh yeah. I think I've used more soft sea foam because of the irresistible blooms than I ever have. All right, so you guys are gonna have to poke those things out. And then this thing needs a little pokey action as well. So these dies are from this die set. So they're from the Regency Park. Oh, sorry, Sentimental Park. So thank you to, I think, Anna and both Tammy. They both took a little bit of this die cutting for you guys to get these done. All right, so we got those. Like that. And then the other side has some too. Guys, I do put my finger down on the bottom to act as like a little pokey piercing mat, kind of. I don't poke that hard that I hurt myself. As long as I'm paying attention, I don't. So just, it helps to poke these little guys out. All right, just a couple more. All right. So don't throw away your flowers accidentally. We're gonna get this stuff all out of the way. And this is the label here. So in the thinking, or in the Sentimental Park, there's different things you could do. If you don't like or don't want to do the thinking of you, the thanks would fit in there, dear friend would fit in there. You could do let's celebrate. But I like that the thinking of you kind of took up a bunch of space in there. So we're gonna do the leaves here, and we've got this flower set, and the word you, and thinking of, and oh, I wonder if I didn't grab out the you. One moment. I did. Okay, hang on. It's not there. Here it is. Haha. Stuck to the back of the flower one. So these are photopolymer stamps. when you use photopolymer stamps, they don't have foam, and so it's nice to put this little extra cushion down. It's called a piercing mat, and that helps to give the stamp a nice, like, clean image. And the thinking of is together, and the U is not. Oh, do you guys notice that too? You probably, I can't remember. I cut this out because this got used for we were kitting up a different class at the same time. I don't know if you guys have any mint cut out of your kits. Maybe not. But if you are looking at this, the corner kind of tucks in up here, and then the corner tucks in down here. And I'm going to stamp the thinking of you in, whoa, hang on one moment, please. I'll leave that over there. So that is in thinking of you. That is in navy. We're going to put that right about there. And then the U called, is it me you're looking for? That U can go right there. And then on the white inside, we've got the little stem. I do love that little stem. It's two-tone. So if you wanted to fill it in with these leaves, you could. Same with these flowers. You could do them two-tone. What I'm going to do is get the stem on here first. Mint is retiring, you guys. So if you are a mint fan and you need to get anything mint related, go ahead and do that. Or check. I'm not sure what the last chance list looks like. Honestly, I haven't opened it yet. So there might be some stuff on sale. This is going to go on like so. And then there is, it's two-step stamping. And so on this one, because the detail was dark, I want to do the solid inside at second strength. So doing the detail helps if you do it first, because then you can line this up. This one I found works good that way. And so you get the flower in there at second strength. So you get the dark detail and then navy second strength for the solid inside. I think that's it for stamping. I'm not going to put that solid leaf in there. I'll leave that be. All right, now we can finish up our assembly. Let's grab this. I'm going to do that little bit of Stella-ing on these guys right away so that they're done before we glue. All these little dies, you guys, all these little flower dies, they come from the Sentimental Park set. Petal Park comes with a punch if you want to buy the bundle. Sentimental Park comes with the die set at the moment. I don't think that the bundle carries over into the annual catalog, but you can still get them separate, you guys. My little Stella's needing a little bit of rehydration, so we're going to go just around the border like that. Okay. So now this little label goes in here. And that one tucks in here. I love it. I missed a couple guys. There's one. And there was one right there. And one there. Okay. So this gets a little bit of liquid glue. And we have a little bit more ribbon to do on our label now. So let's get this on the inside. Like that. Isn't that double matting awesome? All right. Tear and tape is what is required for behind here. We've got a loop and a tail and a loop and a tail. So we're going to get a couple pieces of tear and tape ready, or a few here. And I'm going to put this one on the back side here. Pick those off. Grab your ribbon. You don't even have to cut it off. You just start with the little tail here. Hi, Gwen Simmons. And then make your little loop. And then you're going to bring the tail out. Cut that. And then I come back here and I'm going to hold that down with the tear and tape. Okay, and then the opposite, so the left bottom corner, we're going to do a little tear and tape. And I'm going to make a loop. I start right down here. And then bring out your tail like that. And then I'm going to cover that up with tear-in tape to hold that down. Grab your dimensionals. We're going to put some of those on the back of the label here. I think I'm going to leave the tear-in tape on because if I pull it off, then what's going to happen is over here it's going to try to stick flat, and up here it's going to, so it's kind of, so I'm just going to rely on the dimensionals to hold it. And then that, got that right about in the center. Okay, now for these little flowers. If you have the adhesive sheets and the dies at home, you could easily make these into stickers. I just take and put a little liquid glue on them. There's the one. So just a little bit. It doesn't have to be on the entire thing. I just catch a few spots. And then stick them to the, you guys, those frosty, like these vellum flowers, they're gonna be really hard to see. I've almost lost mine 3 times now already. I'm not worried about how they line up. They do have a certain way that they go, but I'll be honest, once they're on the card, I don't really, you can't tell. And then what I'm gonna do is just flip these over and put a little bit of liquid glue. And I've got the bigger flower over here on that corner, and the smaller flower up here on this corner. Perfect. So, you guys, I just had the By the Bay class. And almost every card had the blue milky dots on it. And so I went through and I'm like, huh, I don't have any more blue milky dots. I have all the other colors, but no blue. So you guys, I'm gonna work on using everything but blue milky dots, because like, why open up a whole nother pack when I have all of these, right? So we're gonna try to use up some of these tonight, and just, my cards are gonna forgo the blue ones, and that's okay. I can live with that. So we're gonna put some of the other colors on, but I definitely pulled in the navy ones. We're gonna pull in the purple ones as we go tonight too. We're gonna use the gold one here, and can use one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is good. All right, you could also, if you think of it, you could Stella your ribbon, and that's a fun thing to do too. All right, so you guys, here we go. After an hour and a half, we got our first card done, yay! We're gonna set these guys here so they're there for later. Okay, we got our first one done. A great layout, you guys. Any of the paper in this pack, you could have made this into the layout as well. So we got card 1 done. Yay! It's always good to get a card under the belt. Now that we got the paper cut and everything kind of set out, we're going to rock and roll right through these. All right, so there's 1 done. Let's put you over there. Let's grab, what's the next one? Where's my pile? Okay, this guy's next. Okay, that one, I'm not going to set that there. I feel like that is a recipe for disaster. Let's grab this one. Okay. Now this, you will also have some vellum, little flowers in your kit. I know one of the flowers we accidentally cut a little bit bigger of a flower, but it will still look good. I can't remember which card exactly. It's just that the flower is slightly bigger than mine, I think. But you have a vellum flower and a balmy blue flower, that I know. This textured shimmer paper, you guys, this is carrying over into the new annual catalog. What you need to do is rip it, because you can see on this card it's ripped. Now, if you don't like the ripping technique, you could leave it flat if you wanted, but I liked it ripped, so I'm just gonna, I use my fingernail, and I'm right-handed, and I want the rip to be on my right side. Now, if you're left-handed and you need to rip the left hand, you can do that and just flip it over. But I just take, and you can put a curve to it, or you can have it more straight. You can go in a little bit, and then you can bring it out. And I'm just taking my nail and ripping it down. So you get that torn edge look. That was it. You guys, this will need to go onto here. And I'm going to show you how to do this in a moment. So those are those layers. You have another one of these labels, and you have another die cut like this. And I will tell you guys, in your kits, you got Mango Melody. I double matted the Mango Melody. So let's see if I have some down here. I do. So let's cut this so it's correct. So in your kits, you guys, we have a Mango Melody mat at 5 1/4 by 4, so that it matches the outside. And then I did a 5 1/16. Yes, I saw that, Deb, that the Stamp-A-Ratus is retiring. I didn't get the official of why, but if you don't have one, I would highly recommend before they're gone. Yes, Deb Norman, great plug for the Stamp-A-Ratus. Yeah, if you guys don't have one, get it before they're gone. A great $49 investment. It will definitely help you with your like stamping consistency and double stamping it if you need to. I honestly don't know what the rationale was. I didn't hear that, but so now we've got all of our pieces. So you guys will need to burnish your edge here. So what I love about the Stamp-A-Ratus, Deb, or Linda, so like if anybody has something and they are using it and it's working, right, do you really need to have something else? If you feel like what you have is working for you, use it, keep it. Why buy something else? What I do love about the Stamp-A-Ratus is that the plates come off. And you can flip-flop them, orientate them, like take them off and rearrange the plates how you need to. The Misty, I don't think you can do that. I think that is one of the best advantages of having the Stamp-A-Ratus. And now I mean, the Misty I had, and I no longer have, it was from like 8 years ago. And like 8 years ago, it wasn't like that. So, if you are happy with what you're currently using, I would say like keep using it, right? Why be forced to buy something different? So you don't have to feel like you have to get it if you have something that already works, is my general thought. Buy the things that you absolutely love that you don't have, right? So I'm gonna see, Tyler just got home. I'm gonna see if he wants to come get Tigger, because he might want to spend time with his little boy. I'm wondering though, do I call him? Oh, there's Tigger just sneezed, you guys. So I don't know if Deb has anything that she wants to add. They sued Tim Holtz too. I don't know who they is. So Susan, are you referring to Stampin' Up or are you referring to Misty? I don't know who sued who, and I guess to me it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm very happy with my Stamp-A-Ratus. I use it. You guys don't see me use it a lot. When I do feel the need to use it, I definitely use it. Patent infringement. They sued Tim Holtz. Yeah, I'm not sure, you guys. I need more specifics. I'm seeing Gwen commenting and I'm seeing Susan commenting, and I'm not. Okay, so Misty sued Tim Holtz too. Okay, so all right, good to know. So we have here, Rose Coleman said there was a legal issue this morning. Okay, so there we go. Yep, so you guys, there is a legal issue going on this morning, and so maybe that's why it's being discontinued. And it could very well be. I don't usually like stay in tune with all that, but it's good that you guys know so that we know why, because I know that there are people who are sad that it is going away, but hey, you can't be in the wrong if that's the issue. All right, you guys, we're gonna do Let's Celebrate You on this one. So I'm going to pull out the navy ink again. So let's celebrate. You guys, I've been in tune with designing this week, getting card classes ready for you guys. That's my goal, right? Got to have classes, and then good cards, and then kitting, and then new catalog. So I haven't been abreast on what the behind the scenes things are sometimes. So I'm glad that we can figure that out together. All right, so there's our Let's Celebrate You. Come off, and they have two plates that you can adjust. I had a Misty but switched, not familiar with Tim Holtz. Okay, so in this one, you guys, I put a strip of designer paper. So for those at home doing the class, I just put a 3/4 inch strip of designer paper on the inside for this one. That was right. So Deb Norman, that's a good point. on the Stamparatus, you could adjust the plates and do staggered stamping so that like if you had a pennant or something like that, you could put it this way and then you could put it, it was really cool because you could line it up perfectly. All right, so this, you guys, let's do our Stella-ing. Let's grab this. Let's get that Stella on here. One of my Stellas needs a little love. She needs some Stella juice, I think, which is AKA some rubbing alcohol or some isopropyl alcohol. Oh, Gwen, you finally got your order placed. Good job. So you guys, Gwen reached out to me and she asked for my host code. And my instinct, because she had my host code from a couple weeks ago or whenever it was that she took a screenshot. And you guys, if you want to place an order with me to get a class for free, it's great to refer to this. And this is active at the time of class. But most of the time, you guys, my host codes don't stay active like for forever. They do get closed. My workshops get closed, and then I have new host codes. And if you're referring to an old video, you might not have a host code that works. And so, like, I love to teach you guys how to fish, right? So teach, you know, they say, teach a man to fish, he'll fish forever, right? Or he'll fish for life. I'm going to teach my girls how to place orders with host codes, and then you always know how to place an order with the host code. So Gwen had reached out to me and asked, because she had a host code like that, and she asked, well, where's the host code? Well, so you guys, if you go to my website, cardsbychrisb.com, there's a picture of me. And like, if you go to the events screen, there's a picture of me here. And my host code is always here. It's there. And all you have to do is hard press on it, hit the word copy, and paste it into your order before you submit the order. And if you want to copy the link, you can. Or if you even click on the word here, it takes you right into my Stampin' Store. Make it super simple for you guys to use the host code. And then if I'm busy and I don't respond to you within like a few minutes, like when you're placing an order, you guys generally want to place the order right away, right? That way, you know, if you go to my website, my current host code is always there. You don't ever have to wait for me to reply or take me to copy and paste it and do the screenshot, right? So that's where I go to. I love to teach you guys how to find the information so that you know where to go and get it. It just makes it efficient for you and for me. So when I close my workshops, when I am ready to close them, and that might be in 3 days, and that could be in 5 days, it could be in 2 weeks, it could be in 24 hours. I did when you guys, we had that free shipping day, I opened the host code in the morning and I closed it that night. So I don't keep, they are, Gwen, yep, that is a true statement. Host codes can stay open for a month, but my host codes, I don't keep them open for a month. I keep them open as long as I want them to be open. So yes, so good question. So learning for everybody. So you guys, ultimately this needs to happen. This needs to get glued, but the ribbon needs to get put down first. So what I'm going to actually do is use tear and tape here. And I'm going to put that along the back side of the designer series paper here. Just like this. And I'm going to set this up just so it's not going to get stuck right away. I'm just going to finagle my blue so I can put it in or I could have it out. But I'm going to put it right there. And that's going to catch that. So now these two pieces are attached together. And now I can put the tear and tape on the back here. And I want it right about here. So now it's going to go partly over where that seam is, but you don't see the seam really. I mean, you see that seam, but that's okay. And then, now this is going to go down here, and we'll cut it just a hair past, just like this. And then take your tear and tape and put that over the top. And then we've got it already set up. Oh, come on, little guy, get off of there. That all you have to do is put a little bit more glue down the sides like that, and put that on your card front. Just like so. Then, you guys, we've got that loop and the tail over here as well. So grab your tear and tape again, and you're going to prep the back like that. And we're going to do our little loop and our tail. So grab the end of your ribbon, and you're gonna make the loop first, like that, and then the tail comes out. Oh, I missed that little last thread here, like that. And I'm gonna prep the back so that ribbon stays in place. So that's gonna go over here, and now this gets popped up with our dimensionals. Like that. We're gonna put that on the card front. So I have a little bit of my tear and tape just sticking off. There we go. If you wanted to have, like, this is white on here, right? It says white paper. You could have stamped some flowers, some background to make the label a little bit more decorative if you wanted. Kitten, you hear your father outside, don't you? Huh. Okay, where are you going, you guys? We're gonna have a tiger sighting here momentarily. Yep, where are you gonna go? Keep her moving. Keep her moving. All right. Now, this one would be perfect to have some navy. Oh, we're not done. We have this little guy here. This one would be perfect to have some navy or the blue milky dots. I completely agree, you guys. If you got your blue milky dots, oh, here comes Kitten again, you guys. You just love having everybody see your handsome coat, right, Tigger? No, no, no. Come on, keep her moving. Keep her moving. All right. Then the blue would be pretty, you guys. The Night of Navy milky dots are be awesome on here. Oh, let's get that little guy back on track. Here we go. I'm going to put that one down here. Don't worry about the liquid glue because your gem is going to go over the top of that. So I'm going to put a gold one right there. I only put that little dot of liquid glue right in the middle there so that it gets covered up. Go Team Blue. Oh yeah, you guys, Team Blue got these colors all night long. I should say got these cards all night long. Grab one there, put a little white one there. Even though I don't have blue, it's okay. I still think that the gems look good without the blue. And if I really, really wanted, I could take a blend and color some of these white ones blue. So, all right, you guys, we got our second card done. All right, all right, all right. Let's put this one over here. This one goes on the pile back here. Oh, you guys, we didn't finish the inside. Ha, ha, ha. It's okay. We're going to glue this in onto our mango. I'm pretty sure I gave you guys mango. I know I gave you mango. It's either mango or... Thanks, Gwen. Yeah, Tigger, he is like a tiger, but he's got orangey undertones in his belly, actually. So he's got like a little orange to him. Yes, Judy Sharp, absolutely. I just said that too. You might have just heard that. You could color the white ones with the blends, the navy. Let me grab my navy blend. Let's see here. So that's what blends are really good for you guys. So I just colored that white one and I made it navy. Absolutely, we can do this one too. I prefer to color them when they're still on the sheet versus on my card, just because I don't want to hit the designer series paper by accident. But there we go, you guys. We made our own blue gems. Yay! See, it does look nicer with blue. I definitely agree. So, all right. Let's see. 2 cards done. Yay. All right. Let's see which one is next on the list. Okay. I think that we will do this one, the pinky. Pink-alicious. All right. Let's grab the card. Kit is over here. And let's pull this out. All right, we have already cut the designer paper to what we need it to be, which is good. On this one, you guys, not to confuse you, but you have you have many pieces of white. You have, let's see here, you even have a third piece of white. And that third piece of white, let's just grab one. So I gave you guys a scrap, and I don't want you guys getting your scraps confused. All right, let's move this over here. I gave you guys 3 pieces of white that are all about the same size, just to confuse you, right? So let's lay them out. You have this is what I call an arm. Yes, Gwen, I have this ink, paper, scissors still available. I sure do. So send me an email or a text message and I can help get that to you. So you have this navy piece, which is gonna go on the top, and then you have a white piece, right? Check that out. Make sure you use them for that. And then on the inside here, you guys will have a white piece. But then in your kit, you will have another white piece. And just to show you, let's look in really quick and see what Diane has, just to make sure we're all on the same page with, oh, look at that, there it is. Just to show you what Diane has here. So you have your arm. The top piece, when you open your kit, is your scrap, okay? And then you have the blue piece, which is your triangle. You have the piece of white that goes on the top, and then the white piece that goes on the inside is on the bottom. So you guys, you have 3 pieces of white. This one right here is a scrapped, okay? But it's very similar in size, so I don't want you to get too confused. So just so you know, that's what you have in your kit. Let's put them back. So knowing that's what I have to do, all I did was give you guys a piece that was probably 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 or 4-ish or something like that would be my guess. So something about this size. And the reason I did that is because you need to be able to stamp your flowers. So on this one, we're gonna stamp the leaves on the white piece, and then we're gonna stamp the flowers and punch them out. All right, so just so you know, we've got here, this goes on here like that. Let's get a little glue happy so we get less pieces around here, okay? That fits there. Okay, so we're gonna glue this, and we're gonna glue this. And we're gonna glue the blue. We can glue the blue, I promise you. The ribbon is around the white. So that gets a little glue. That gets glue. And a little bit on our triangle here. Let's do that first. So this is for the outside arm of this arm, whatever you want to refer to it as. So here's this one. This piece, there's no direction to it. So that goes on this navy mat. And then your triangle goes on the triangle. So that goes over here. Okay, then this, and this, we're going to glue them down. And I got 3 white pieces over here, you guys. They do look identical at the moment. We'll regroup on them in a second. We're going to get these all glued down. So this goes on the inside, like that. This will go kind of in the center, top to bottom, left to right. I am going to test real quick that my arm's still, yep, perfect. That should fit like that. And then our little triangle, or our big triangle, goes on here like this. All right, so that was a bunch of preparing our base here. So now let's go back to our white. This one is for our leaves to stamp on. This one should be the mat for the inside. This one is for our flowers. So let's do, I'm gonna leave that in like that. And let's see what the inside looks like. It says, let's celebrate with a little flower. Okay, our leaves. The outline, I did navy. There are 2 stamps that are the leaves. These are from Petal Park. When I put this one down, I just let it take the shape that it needs to take, like this. It kind of just sits right on here, like that. And because it's a bigger block, I tend to ink this one upside down. And this goes on something like this. And that's in navy. Then on the inside, there's a flower down here. So as long as I've got the navy ink open, I'm gonna stamp that little flower. So my inside, that's this guy. I just put a little flower down here. And then I've got Let's Celebrate right here. Right about there. All right. Then we're not quite done with the navy ink. So as long as you guys are good, we're just gonna stamp our flowers. The flowers are also two-step stamping, and I stamped the detail in navy. And these are gonna get punched out. So I'm gonna just stamp it right there. And that's it for the navy. Mint is for the leaves. So let's grab these leaves. Now this is what I would do. Oh, Gloria just got the stamp set. Great. Now you can see some cards with it. I would take this off and I would line this up on here so that it's exactly where it needs to be. Because sometimes if you put it on the block, it's not going to match how the original stamp was. Hang on, you guys, Tigger is calling for Tyler. Tyler, do you want to come get him? Okay, I don't know if you heard me through the window. Okay, Tyler is bringing wood into the house for the fireplace. All right, so you guys, this is exactly what I would do here. So then I would set my stamp, or I should say the block, over that. And now it's going to stamp exactly where it needs to be, okay? The first time when we were using this, we just put the two stamps on each of the blocks and we didn't line them up. And as we were hovering over the top, they didn't line up. This is at full strength. I'm gonna go for it at full strength. And you can see now that that lines up really nice. It will dry a little lighter. I noticed on here, it's gonna be a little darker. If you want to do second strength, you definitely could. All right, so that is it for the mint. Yep, we figured that one out. So I wanted to make sure I shared that tip with you guys. Then we have petal pink. Petal pink is for the flower and the inside flower. And this does go a certain way. So you kind of got to go around in a circle until you get it lined up. Hi, Catherine Healy. So this is going to go right in there. And then these flowers here, I would do the same thing for this. Oh, you guys, I'm going to go let Tigger into the garage so he goes by Tyler. Give me 30 seconds. Come on, Tigger. Come on, baby. Hey, Tyler. Here's Tigger. All right. All right, you guys, Tigger is with his father. All right, so I lined these up here, and we're gonna do petal pink. I feel like I was babysitting a kid, and now I am free again. Except for he was my kid, so you can't call it babysitting when they're your own child, right? I have a hard time when parents say I'm babysitting my kid. I'm like, no. You're not babysitting when they're yours. You are watching your child when they are yours. All right, you guys. So we got this punched here, or we're gonna just punch our flowers like this. Let's get them lined up like that. Okay. I eyeball them until I get them exactly where I want them. And when I think this side's good, I double check that one and that one until they all are good. So this just gets punched like that. Oh, and that landed all the way on the floor. So my, ooh, that flew away from me. It rolled somewhere. I'll find it. When you go to stamp this, you definitely want to stamp these two bottom flowers. Always look at the punch and know that this bottom edge here needs to be along the edge. Okay. All right. Then that scrap, you could stamp some more flowers if you need to. And we have these two done. Let me just see once where that flower went. Well, I will be A monkey's uncle. I don't know. It flew onto my lap and then it landed somewhere. So if I don't have it when we finish class, I will look for it more and put it on later, I guess. But let's do our ribbon next. We're gonna grab our 4 pieces of tear and tape. Was out to dinner. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. Glad that you're here now. All right, so this is gonna get glue in a moment, and this is going to get the ribbon running through it. All right, so let's get that off and just cut enough ribbon for our tails to go behind. Then this is going to go somewhere in the middle. Oh, we're not done, you guys. I just realized that we have to stamp happy birthday on here. Okay, that's okay. We're still okay with our ribbon being here. In the stamp set, there are a bunch of sentiments. A bunch of them. There's a happy birthday. Thank goodness they made this into a photopolymer set so that you can see through here. I'm gonna grab that navy ink back from the bottom of the pile here. And if you notice, the happy birthday looks like this, but the stamp looks like that. What I'm gonna do is ink up the birthday first and get that on here. And then I'm going to clean it. You gotta clean it very good, and you want it to be dry. If you go straight from this to your pretty paper, you're gonna be sad. So I always make sure there's no residual water or ink on it before I do the happy. You could use masking tape if you want, but because it's photopolymer, you can see exactly where it goes. Ta-da! That's how we got the happy birthday like that. Stand up and jump. Oh, that's what I should do to look for it. Yep. I kind of been eyeballing where it might have rolled off to. I think that, I wonder if it's in my seat cushion. Nope, it's not in my seat cushion. It was the little one. Oh, I found it. It's underneath the Buzzy. Buzzy is the Roomba thing. But we named him Buzzy because he goes around and buzzes everywhere and he cleans up everybody's scraps. All right, we found him. Yay, good job. All right, now we've got the sentiment done. And we made it into a birthday card. All right, this now, I popped this up with dimensionals to give it some height. And we're gonna pop these off. And then put a little liquid glue behind this one because this will go flat in the card. Just like this. All right, looking good. Doesn't it look awesome? And then this one will go on here. Good. And then our flowers. All 3 of the flowers are popped up. So we're gonna grab dimensionals. I feel like that one's just the right size. Oh man, complete with a cat fur. Look at that. It's on there. Let's get that off of there. And for those that hate cats, you're probably like, oh, this is horrible. She's got her kitten all the time. I'm so sorry. Like, I've never used to have the kitten with me, but he definitely needed some extra attention tonight. So, all right. Then this one will go over here. So, yay. All right. Now this bow. I needed to do a different type of bow with you guys just because I always do the bows with the bow maker, right? Because if you guys need bow makers, I got the bow makers. They make beautiful bows. But I wanted to show you how to make this kind of a bow because it's so cute. What you need to do is you're going to need the glue dots. And you're going to take and put a glue dot on the end of the ribbon and bring it in like this. Okay? And then grab another glue dot. Send the cat hit ones to me. Just adds to what we already have. And then we're gonna put that right here, this other glue dot. And then you bring this around and make your other little loop. Definitely need glue dots for this, you guys. Okay, take your ribbon, scissors. You can make these as big or as small as you want, and cut that off. There's our bunny ears. Glue dot again. Send the glue dots or the hair to Cindy, yes. That's funny. This now goes on the back, like that. This is gonna loop around the front and come around and be secured on the back, like that. So we're gonna cut it just a little bit shorter than the end. And a little glue dot. Lots of glue dots to hold this bow together. Just like that. That's how I did that little bow like that. Again, if it's not your cup of tea, you guys can do whatever you want. I was just saving you guys from having to make another bow in case making bows is not your cup of tea. So now that goes on with a little glue dot. I'm gonna press it down really good. Yeah, petal pink goes really well with navy. Two colors that are carrying over. And that is what our little bowl looks like on there. So it's like a little present, kinda. All right. I don't know what we style it on here, if anything at all, but you could definitely do the border of the blue. You could do your ribbon. The flowers are gonna be hard to do because it'll make them bleed. Like the blue will get bled into the pink, so I would definitely not do that. Then, you guys, this is what I would do for my blue, getting my blue gems here. I would color them on, this is great. See, we can make our own blue ones. So there's a big one, and then I'm using the fine tip of the blend, and that's perfect for this. There, now I've got those. I'm gonna let them sit for a second to dry. And we're gonna use the white ones down here and here. And then that blue goes in the middle. And we got a widow one and the other one. You're more than welcome to add more gems to the card, you guys. You have the whole sheet of them. But that's what we got for this guy. Was up and like that. And this was so simple. All you did was take your trimmer and cut from here to here. You did have to do it yourself though. Okay, we're halfway done. We got 3 cards done. Yeah, it is. It just uses a little bit more glue dots, but I didn't want to worry about tails coming out and going every which way. I wanted it to look clean and neat, kind of like a present. So I'm glad you liked that one. Yay. All right, you guys. So I already know we're at 2 hours for class, you guys, and this is longer than normal already. So just know if anybody has to get going, it's okay. You guys can always catch the replay when you need to or when you have more time. But I do have 3 more cards to make. This is the last card that you have an actual physical kit from me for. And then we're going to make the other 2 bonus cards. So this kit is back. Where did I put it? Over here. Everything kind of moves around, you guys. All right, so this is going to be our fun fold card. And we get to do a little bit more stamping now on this one. This is the label. It comes just like this with the die cut like that on the edge, like the little flowers. You have a stem like this. So this is part of the die cuts as well. And you're probably wondering, oh my gosh, my stem is way too long for the card. You guys, we are going to be cutting this. And you guys have another piece of white in your kit. It is for you to stamp and then die cut. So just know when you get this kit from me, it's not the pink one. Oh, all of the rest are pretty much blue. Oh, that was Mango Melody, you guys, in the kit. I did give everybody mango. And then I think it's this one. So in here, you guys will have, it's double matted, so that's why we got that in the middle here. You're gonna have, well, I thought you were gonna have a scrap of white. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's this guy right here. Duh. this piece right here. This is for you to stamp your flowers. You're gonna stamp a set of flowers and then you're gonna die cut. Meaning, you have this piece here, you're going to stamp a set and then you need the other piece to die cut another one. Just like that, okay? You don't have to do the second back one, but I'm gonna show you why you might want to. All right, so just know that's what that little piece of white for is in your kit. All right, so I, by the magic of TV, did mine already. So I stamped this flower in the navy of the detail. This guy, not that guy, this guy over here. And that is the navy with the detail. And then I did Daffodil Delight, like second strength, or you could do So Saffron full strength, a yellow. And that's the detail inside. And I've cut it out with the dies. And then I cut out a second one. So these match, identical. And what happens is we make it look polished on the back. And that's where our little stems come up. So we'll talk about that. You guys already cut your designer paper here. So let's, like this will go onto here. And you have a white inside and you have this designer paper. So this is a fun fold. And you guys, the blue is Balmy Blue. You're just gonna fold it in half, burnish it. No, yours is already folded in half. Now this one is Night of Navy, 10.5 by 4, and it's scored again at 2 5/8, I think. So right in the middle. All right, perfect, Sarah Mitchell. Yes, I do have one. I want to just make sure I log you right in here so that we include you when I do the door prizes. So I got you right here. You guys know I like purple. That's how I keep track of everything with a purple pen. All right, makes me happy. All right, so you guys, this folds like this. So this is gonna go on here, and this one's gonna go on here. And then these two are gonna go on here. And there's no reason why we couldn't do all of that gluing at the moment. So we're gonna take care of all of that. So let's do that, and we're gonna do this and this. Oh, Sue would like it as well. Yay, okay, cool. I have kits, you guys. Mom and I kitted up. I think going into class we had 13 extra, so I know for certain I have enough for, I would think anybody who needs one tonight. Or even tomorrow, or the next day, I'm sure. All right, so let's move this here. This can go on here like that. And then this piece goes down here. So you get to see the whole piece of it. So cool. It's like, I know people don't always like to cover up designer series paper, and this is a way that you can showcase the whole front of it. This one's gonna go down on this piece. Oh, Gwen Simmons, yes, I could definitely add you as well. So Gwen and Sue, I'm gonna grab my notes in a second and add you. Then this is gonna get glued on the front here. Like that. This will go here. And so what I like about this card is that it stands on its own. I love it when cards can stand on their own, and this one has, it stands like that. So that's always cool. So I did double mat this for you guys as well. It may not look like it in my kit because I did it after the fact, because I realized, like, oh man, I always double mat these for everybody for this class. So let's just see here. I did double mat with navy. So ooh, look at that. Perfect. And then this one is by 5 1/4. And then this one, oh, actually, let's see here. Yes, that's right. Okay, perfect. Because this will go in here like that. Let's go ahead and glue that right away. Okay, that will go here. So you've got a lot of navy and blue. So yes, I think what Cindy Runtree said, go team blue. Definitely true on that one. All right, so you guys get your stamping, get this done. And what we'll do is stamp the rest of our stuff here so that we have that done. I made this one into a thanks. I like my thanks cards. Let's go ahead and pop these out. Yeah, for anybody new signing up for this class, just know that this is ink, paper, scissors. It's a product-based class. You can never get this class free with an order. The ink, paper, scissors series is always fee-based, meaning it is either $30 for porch pickup or it's $37 to have it mailed. It's a little bit more for shipping because I'm mailing out this whole packet versus just card kits. So that's why it's $7 for shipping. When I stamp this, I'm going to stamp it a little bit closer to the right here because some of that left side gets covered up. So anybody that's new to signing up for getting this class tonight, just know you can send me $37. It's cash, check, Venmo without the payment protection, PayPal friends and family if you want to, Zelle. A lot of people pay with Zelle now. If you do want to pay with my website, this came up with somebody recently. They asked, well, why was it $1 or $2 more to pay for via my website? That is because my website charges a fee. And it's not fair to the people who pay with a non-fee price to pay the same price because otherwise I'd increase the price overall. But I like to give people, I did them back. I did them. I did do them back. I did it opposite, you guys. I just noticed that now. It's okay. It'll be perfectly fine. So just know that if you do pay for my website, there's a convenience fee that gets charged or added on. And it's like usually about $1 for every $20 because the fee is about 4.5%. I tell you that is the honest to God truth. And so it's noted on every event that I have that if you pay via the website, that there's a convenience fee that is charged. So it's out there and just, I don't hide it. So just know that you have options and whatever you choose or how you want to pay, it doesn't matter to me. I always tell people you always have to do what's best for you and what you want to do. So I'm using some blends here to color the edges of this label. That's how we got some color going on here. Debbie Guess might as well jump in too. Please sign you up. You betcha, Debbie. I can definitely get you signed up as well. Yay. Okay, so you guys, I'm just coloring my pretty flowers here. Got a couple of them over on this side. And then I'm going to throw in a little bit of the mint. So we've got some mint leaf action going on down here. Just to give it color. So you probably were wondering about how mine looks like there's so much color on it. Well, it is because I colored it. So we're just going to put a little bit of the greenery on here. All right, I think we got that coloring done. And the inside, let's see what the inside has. Oh, so I put a strip of designer series paper. So you guys could definitely do that as well. All right. All right, Jennifer Jones, no problem. You can catch the replay tomorrow. Thanks for popping in for a second. You guys, I like to make sure I get everybody on here because we're going to do a drawing later for the door prizes. And then we had Gwen Simmons. Okay. Got it. I got you 3 added. Yay. Okay. Perfect. Sue, we did miss you. I think, Sue, we've got you signed up for the next one already, though. All right. We have a little bit of our ribbon to do on our back side. Now, you guys might ask, well, this one's different. It's a loop and a loop and a loop and a tail and a tail. And however did she do that? I say very carefully, extra tear and tape. All right, so prep your back with your tear and tape. It's got to come down on an angle and an angle. Cindy Runtree, did I get you for this kit? I thought so. Hang on. That's always a good question. And if I can't look right now and see you like really fast, I don't think so, Cindy. The question I would have for you is, did I miss you and you sent payment and we missed it? Or do you have record of sending me payment? We'll figure it out. I do have them left. And if you sent me payment and I missed writing you down, we'll make it right, like I always do. But I usually am pretty good about writing things down, but who knows? You guys, I'm going to start up a little bit higher. We're going to go up this way and make a loop, catch the back, and then we're going to make another loop, right? We're coming around the corner here. I'm gonna make another loop like that. So I've got 3 loops coming down the side here. And then we have a tail. All right. Oh, you just asked for it. Oh, that makes me feel better, Cindy. I thought maybe I missed you. I did miss you. I'm glad that you followed up again. You guys, I will be honest that, you know, when you see comments come through, they do go kind of fast. So I'm glad that you followed up again, Cindy. I have you, I'll write you down in the book as well. All right, so you guys, 1 tail here. 1 tail, like that. So we got loop, loop, tail. Loopy, loopy. We're gonna make sure we get that nice and secure here. I am going to pick this one off. And we need to secure another tail. So that's how I got 2 tail on this one. I just added a second tail. You guys, I'm gonna really plaster this with tear and tape back here so that that does not come undone. I may just even secure a little glue dot right in there. Oh, Betty Pyle too. Oh, Betty Pyle, I'm sorry I missed you. You guys are good. Thank you for helping me keep everything straight. I'll tell you, it is hard. I'm glad Tigger is not here. I love having Tigger here, but I'll tell you, when I don't have to focus on Tigger and making cards and conversing with everybody, it's easy. But we'll get Betty Pyle on here too. All right, so you guys, that is the back, but that's the front. It's so cool. So we got loop, loop, tail, loop, 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 tail. All right, then let's make a little room here. This needs to go on here like this, and I'm definitely gonna pop this up with the dimensionals. Oh, Betty Pyle, I got you down. You got it, girl. All right, so we're gonna put a few dimensionals on here. Just like this. Oh, Linda Hall, I'm so sorry about having to put your puppers down. Big hugs and lots of love coming your way. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're gonna put this right over here. So Linda Hall, I can totally understand how you feel. It is not easy to do that. Like, have to have your animal down. I just went through that with Honeybee. Lots of love and hugs to you. I will make sure, if you want this class, that I will write your name down too when I write Cindy and Betty's down as well. Okay. Then you guys, we have these 3 pieces left. We have this stem, and we have the back piece and this piece. So this looks rough to me. So you wouldn't necessarily need to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Christine would like a kit too. You guys, it just amazes me. You guys are liking this one. All right, W-I-L, Christine. I gotta see how to spell your name. Wiltger. Okay, no extra I there. Got it. Okay. So Christine, you're new to me though, so I'm gonna have to connect with it to get your address and all the good stuff. So you guys, what I'm doing here is I'm gonna cut off the stem right, how did I do it? I cut it off, cut it off right here. I'm gonna round this down like this, okay? So that looks like 1, and then we're gonna add this one to that. That's how we are going to do this, to make it look shorter but longer. And then you've got this little bit right here that's actually going to connect up here like that. And what I'm going to do is put a little a glue dot there. I think a glue dot seems like the easiest thing to me. Yeah, lots of hugs and love coming out to Linda Hall. It is one of the hardest things to do, is to say goodbye to a pet that you love so much. They are our children. So I'm going to attach the stem now to this, right? Just like that. So it's hitting that glue dot barely. Let's roll that glue dot right over the top of that better. And I've got the 1 stem coming in the front, and then, or the leaf coming in the front. Now this is going to attach to here. How are we gonna do that, you guys? Very carefully and with liquid glue. I'm gonna cut my stem a little bit shorter. And we're going to pop up this in between here. So let's put another dimensional right over the top of that. And then this is going to attach onto here, like that. And then this goes here. And I think I'm gonna use another dimensional right there. And we're gonna take and pop one up right here. Oh, thanks, Linda Hall, for sending the email. You have a good night as best as you can, right? I know it's not gonna be easy, but get a good night's sleep if you can. and cry all that you need to. That's all I know. I cried for about 2 weeks anytime somebody asked me about my honey bear. All right, here you go. So we're going to put this, I want that up higher. So let's take that one off, and we're going to put this up right there. So I'm going to save that dimensional. That'll go for something else later in life. Let's get you right there. Linda Hunt. Okay, so so Linda, I did write down Linda Hall, right? So you guys, you're gonna find this really crazy. But Linda Hall and Linda Hunt, I don't generally get them confused, but Linda Hall signed up for the class, and it's Linda Hall's who passed. Linda Hunt is on here watching as well. And I will tell you, Linda Hunt, if you're still watching, I don't know what it is about you and Linda Hall, but you guys both sign up for classes at the same time too. Just like Barbara Moynihan and Barbara Gobby do. I don't know if you guys are on the same, and Sherry Stewart and Sherry Bowie sometimes too. You guys sign up for classes at the same time. And Cheryl Thomas, right? I don't know how it happens that you guys must be thinking, oh, it's time to email Christine. Let's email her at the same time and see if we can try to confuse her. But I try my best to keep everybody straight. But Linda Hunt, it has been like that probably for 6 months. I think with you and Linda Hall, you guys end up signing up around the same time as each other, and it's just ironic how that works. But yes, two different Lindas, but very similar. That your names are both starting with H, and then it's 4 letters, and it's Hall and Hunt with the consonants. So it's all good. We got it. So you guys, this last little bit needs to go down on the front of the card here. So I am going to flip this up slightly and just put a little bit of liquid glue on here so that it goes flat onto there. And then, you guys, in the Barbaras, you guys, it's a coincidence. And it's so funny. I always say under my, like when you guys sign up, it's like, oh my gosh, what is happening? How does that always happen like that? I just put a little liquid glue. I'm going to try to line that stem up here so it comes to the bottom of the card. And we're just going to put that right over the top. Yes, so many Lindas. But same with Susan's, you guys. You guys said the Susans get me every time too. All right. So there we go. That is our card so far. We still have to do the inside, but we need a few more of the gems. You guys, this is where you get to use a bunch of your little yellow ones or your white ones. I look like I only have one little yellow guy on here, but I have lots of little yellow ones here. Oh, I need to use the pick tool with these guys. They seem to operate better with the pick tool. So let's grab, I lost it. It fell off. Oh, there it is. Let's get you, my pretty, right here. All right. Yeah, we never take offense, you guys. When we accidentally call each other the wrong name, like the saying always is, I don't care what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner, right? That's usually how it goes, right? There's other things in the world that you can be more worried about, right? If somebody accidentally calls you by the wrong name or says it incorrectly, like, there's so much more to be worried about, and besides that, I think. So we are easy peasy lemon squeezy here. All right, so you guys, we're gonna color a few more of these white ones and make them blue, because we want blue 42 here. Let's see, that needs to go up here. So we need another little blue one, I want. Let's see here. And gold. So these gold look really pretty in the middle of some of these flowers back here. So grab a couple of those. We're gonna pop a little blue or big blue right there. And we're gonna put another one, where do we want? Right here maybe. And you guys, it's so fun. When you have a whole sheet of bling, it's so fun to just use it. Otherwise, when you get a kit from me, sometimes I'm only putting 3 in or 5 in. Like this time, you guys get to use as much as you want on your cards. That's what's fun about an ink, paper, scissors. All right, let's set that back over here for now. And I think we got it done, except for the inside. Always these insides, I'm forgetting to do them. Well, I like to keep me on my toes, exactly. Just like I like to keep you guys on your toes and see if you're paying attention, right? Like my, the seashell and the oyster last week for class, you guys. Oh yeah, that was fun. All the back and forth we had with that. Okay, I promise you guys, definitely, I didn't cut it, but I definitely, on my inside here, I did put a little strip of designer paper, like 3/4 or an inch by probably 3 13/16 or 3 3/4. All right. So that's the last official card for the class in terms of kits that you guys got. Now, now starts the extra 2 bonus cards for the tutorial. And for anybody that's getting the tutorial later on in life from me, we're going to start with the greenie or packer card here. See what we can do here. And as long as I got this, you guys, I figure we're going to not forget to put Linda Hall down here. And Betty Pyle. And Cindy Runtree. Oh my goodness. I gotta move my little post-it note. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. So I had more than 13 left. So I still have 8 left, you guys. I really over forecasted on the terms of the card kits for this one. So yay. That means lots of you are gonna get the card kits. I don't have to say no to you guys. All right, so if you cut for yourself, like this kit here, we just cut the designer paper earlier tonight, which is fine, which is good, but you will need, like, what I have is the inside mat is so saffron with white. The tutorial has the measurements, you guys, and I believe there's the little error that we figured out, but nothing you can't fix. This is that new embossing folder, which is I call it the hashtag one, and that is going to go on here with these 2 pieces, there and there, and these guys go over here and here. Our little arm, had fun with another little arm. Okay, so that's gonna go there. This is gonna go here. We do have a little bit of stamping, so let's go ahead and make that happen. And it's the navy, in the navy. We've got, oh, here's your little trickery, guys. The thinking of you. Okay, it's split up, if you can see this. Thinking and of, you sometimes have to see, you sometimes have to see to believe, yes. All right, another beautiful card, says Bonnie. I appreciate that. So we only want to ink up the thinking, and then we're gonna clean it and do of. So thinking first. Oh, I want a little more ink on there for some reason. So thinking goes here. Okay, perfect. Now, we need to, oh, Christine, I forgot to write your name down. I will make sure I get it there. That's why I have it written here. Now we're gonna clean this, and we're gonna make sure we stamp off. And I think we're gonna do the of next. So let's do the of glove. We just got a new of glove. All right, so the of goes here. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Blue, you love all the blue cards. Yay. All right, you. Thinking of, oh, and then we got green in here for you. Green and yellow. Go team green and go team yellow. Thinking of you. Whew. Okay, then we have these little baby flowers. They are always around here. That one. Off the edge slightly. And this one also off the edge slightly. You are amazing in every way. Words can't bring you down. You're beautiful in every way, right? Is that the song? All right, so you're amazing can go right there. And then back to our flower, power there. Then I think we need to pull in the saffron. All right, perfect, Christine, I appreciate it. We need the flower, and it is here, but I think it's dirty. So we're going to have this on standby. So I'm going to teach you guys something with this. When you take a light ink like this and you stamp over the top of a dark color, it's going to pick up the edging. And I'm going to go around. Okay, here it is. Perfect. So you go around and you get it lined. Oh, that's not right. Hang on. It is, hang on. Got to go round and round in a circle. Where you stop, no one will know. There. That's it. When you stamp this, what happens is you pick up a little bit of the residual navy ink. Look, you can definitely see it. You can see it picked up navy. from that. And what happens now is if you go back to your ink pad without cleaning, that navy will go into your ink pad. It did it again. So you want to always clean. You always want to clean, washy, washy, washy in between. So we're going to stamp this one. Same thing. That navy would have gone into your yellow ink pad. So we're going to clean it in between. Washy, washy, washy. And then this one, I think it goes like, I think we're alone now. This goes right here. Just go around in a circle until you figure out where it is. There. Again, if you would be going back into your ink pad, you'd be getting that blue. So you will always, when you're stamping over the top, be careful. So my yellow saffron is a really dark pad. My one upstairs is just a little lighter. Okay, let's make sure we don't lose that one. Put him back on here. I think that's it for stamping, but we need to do our ribbon technique. We have a loop, and a tail, and a loop, and a loop, and a tail. So let's get situated here with some tear and tape. So we've got the top right and the bottom left, and grab the ribbon. So we've got from the top peak here, we got a loop, and I kind of catch that back, bring it up, and going at an angle. Little guy gets cut like that, and then we're going to cover it up with the tear and tape. Help hold that secure. And then a loop, and a loop, and a tail. So opposite corner, and then cover that up to help hold that in place. I'm not going to peel that tape off, I don't think. I'm going to let it sit, and these are going to get popped up. Just label with the dimensionals. Okay, so that's ready to go. All right, so let's get glue happy. All right, let's see what we can glue. We can glue these two, these two. Anyways, this is gonna be the one that makes you nervous. Let's just go with that for right now. As long as I've got the glue bottle open, you guys, I like to go big or go home, or do both. So there's that. And then these guys, this one, and this one. Now, if Tigger was here, I would second guess doing this. Because at any moment, he could jump up and he'd have these all stuck to his paws. So there's that. And then this one goes over, let's look, that flower. I want that flower on the top like that. All right, that kind of goes there. And I think I like that yellow flower on the side. So I'm gonna put that here. And then this one goes here. And this one goes here. So you could have cut your mat to be the whole thing, but then this part gets wasted underneath here. So that's why I like to do that. Now, this one's gonna go on here. This is going to go, let's do this one and then this one. All right. Glue, glue, glue. So let's put this one down on here. Oh, hang on, let's get glue on this guy. I should have, we're gonna wait one moment. Hang on, I want this one glued first. I'm still okay. Lots of glue going on, guys. All right, so this one will go on here. Just like so. Then the arm can go on next. And it is centered. I have it centered. It doesn't have to be if you want it to be a little more to the left or the right. So that goes there. And then this will go here. And this one, let's get that down on the top here. And then this guy, he was last. I want him, he goes end to end with the arm. centered top to bottom-ish, something like that. If you have it that it's a little bit too long, you can always trim it off here. All right, that was a lot of, oh, look at that. Here we've got this ready to go. And that goes right like so. That really came together fast at the end, didn't it? Boom, you are amazing. All right, let's see what we got for our jemmies. We definitely can pull in some gold because we got some gold going on here. We could put that in the middle of the flower there, in the middle of the flower there. And we could definitely do Goldilocks up there. Oh, you know what? That'll look better with blue though. Hang on. So let's grab the white ones again. It's a good thing we thought about coloring the white ones. So we're going to do 2 big blue guys. And, oh, I did it too fast. See, it wasn't dry. So, you got to give that a moment to dry. Otherwise, the color gets wiped off. And I turned my putty. Probably turned it a little blue. That's okay. So, we're going to put this one over there on that flower. And that one over there. Okay. Now, what else do we want? I didn't use a lot of purple in class tonight. Sadly. Team purple is probably a little sad, but we can add some purple on this card. It won't hurt. There's a little bit of purplicious going on. We'll put a little purple in that flower. And why not put one over here? You can put as many gems on as you want. All right. So when I got done with this card, I thought, is it going to look too packer, like green and gold? And I thought there's enough flower power going on that it didn't. And there's blue in it. I wouldn't think of the Packers when I saw this card. So that's it. We got the bonus card number 5 done. And we have one left to put together, you guys. So let's pull that one out. And let's put this away. I will be updating you guys. The measurements for this one were wrong on the tutorial that I sent you on Tuesday morning. So I do plan to add the video link to the tutorial, and I will update it to be correct. And at some point tomorrow, my plan is to resend the tutorial out. I'll send it to everybody who previously had signed up and got it, and then I will add on all the new people that just signed up so that everybody will get the tutorial at once. So here's our last one. Oh, you guys, so much stuff, so much cards, so many cards. All right, Sweet Sorbet. I don't use Sweet Sorbet very much, but you know what? It was in the designer series papers with petal pink with mint macaron. That's how we ended up with it like this. Double matted this one with mint on the inside for me. If you guys want to double mat it, definitely go for it. I did cut, when I did this, I cut my layering circle out of this so that it wasn't using more green paper. So that's there. And then we have a stylish shape circle that got cut out of there. And then we have another stylish shape is for our sentiment. And then we've got a little mat. You guys, I had accidentally scored some paper wrong, so I definitely am using up, you can't even see it, but there's a couple score lines in there. I'm using it up. Now, this petal pink does go end to end with the mint, and then this goes end to end as well, like this. And then we cut this top one at the, we cut the pink at the diagonal, so that's gonna set right in here. And the petal pink is a border around that. So that's pretty much what we got going on. So we are going to do a little bit of gluing, and these are going to get glued, and this, and because that hole is there, I'm going to opt to glue the front like this so I don't accidentally get glue down in the hole. Fire in the hole. All right, so there's this layer like that. I do notice that I've got a little bit of snaggle tooth on here, so let's just trim that off. Sometimes a paper trimmer will do that. Just trim it off. All right, let's get this glued and then that glued. So I'm going to do the 2-inch one first, and you do see the petal pink border. And then this one goes even with the petal pink. So not a lot of blue on this one. But I had mentioned earlier, I did the outline in blue just to give us a little bit of blue. So it kind of ties it together. Now, if you don't like this Night of Navy ribbon on this card, you guys could always opt for something else. Again, these 2 bonus cards were bonuses because I wanted to use all 12 sheets of the designer paper. It was just so much fun creating I didn't want to leave you with 4 pieces unused. I want you to have something to make with them. So we're going to put the ribbon at a diagonal here. And I usually work right off the roll of ribbon when I have a whole one so that I'm not over cutting the ribbon. All right, so then that will get glued. And you know what, as long as I got the glue going on, we're gonna glue both of the mint pieces down like this. Okay, let's move that out of the way. We'll put this on the inside. Mint and sweet sorbet. I like it. I would never have thought to put it together, but when you put this on the front here, it all comes together. Maybe not the navy ribbon so much, but I think once it's stamped, it's good. So this is our inside. So we'll leave that there. I don't even know if I have anything on my inside. Oh, I did a flower. Okay, so we can do a flower. And then we've got a couple things to stamp. So let's grab this back. We need our navy ink here. And we're gonna do Let's Celebrate, and that's still in the blue, so we don't have to clean that. Oh, Deb Norman is making me feel good. She said she likes the navy ribbon on the card. Good, 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 good. That makes me happy. Let's get a little more ink. And the words are in navy, so there's 3 things in navy. The ink over here, the ink over there, and the ribbon. So there's our Let's Celebrate. That's done. Now the detail of these flowers is in navy, which was the exact same way as last time when we used this stamp. Now, if you have your stamps on the blocks yet, you don't have to worry about realigning them. And this, you guys, I'm just going kind of in the center. I am not right. I'm just guessing, something like that. Oh, thanks, Dawn Ablett. And then Bonnie likes the navy ribbon too. Good, 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 good. I think this is also mint. Wait, we're not done with the navy. We got that little baby flower on the inside. So let's put that right here. Oh, there's a happy birthday. Let's find it and use it. So it says Let's Celebrate. Oh man, so this is really hard to do. I would just take that off so it's easier to see. There we go, happy birthday. And we need petal pink and mint. Okay, so I think we're done with the navy. And then let's grab petal pink. Oh, it's sweet sorbet. One moment, please. Let's grab the sweet sorbet and stamp our flowers. So I'm thinking we need to do a little wall cleanup on aisle 9 because this had a previous color and this one had a different color. So let's grab that. Let's get that off of there. Sweet sorbet is going to be a little dark, so let's see how dark it really is. I think I'm okay with that. Let's see how this goes. Something, that little knicker, he goes right. Nope. He goes right over here. Nope. Hang on. Maybe he's there. There he is. Okay. Until you figure it out, you keep going around in a do-si-do, you guys. I promise. That's how I do it too. All right, so that one's good. And then, oh, you know what we didn't do? I have that little scrap from over here. We weren't done with our navy yet. In the navy. So we gotta go back here. And we're gonna stamp another set of flowers. Flower. Oh, thanks, Laura. All right. She likes how I did the focal point on the flower. Yay. Okay, that I just cleaned. So we're gonna do sweet sorbet right there. Okay, and then we gotta grab mint back. So many colors. Let's grab mint. And again, I'm just gonna go like this. Leave it at first. If you want a little lighter, just do second strength. Now this goes over here. Now, how do we gotta line this up? Like that. Okay. So as long as I still had it on my block, I shouldn't have to redo it. So like that. Okay, coolio. And what else? What else? Okay, I had to stand up, you guys. My back was getting sore. I can't sit for that long. Oh, man. All right, this is our punching here. Okay, we're gonna pop it straight up so that they don't fall on the floor. Here we go. And then let's finish. I think we just have final assembly. All right, this gets glued flat. This is gonna get glued flat. And oh, one more. Here we go. Put that right on our circle. So this is our layering. I didn't even look, you guys, to see if the stylish shapes is carrying over. I didn't check to see if the layering circles is carrying over. I did see, you guys, that the punches are back in. So I know that there were people that were looking for the punches. Oh, thanks, Bonnie Kevin. I'm glad you like them. You guys, if you go to stampinup.com, I'm pretty sure the punches are back in. Cheryl Taylor told me today. Another Cheryl, you guys. I have a plethora of Cheryls too. So punch, circle. I just wanted to see for myself. Circle, punch, not punch, punch. I think that they're back. And there it is, 2-inch punch is back. And the 1 3/4 inch punch, perfect. So if anybody was on the market for those punches, they are back now. I don't know how long, but they're back, which is good. All right, so you guys, we need some dimensionals for these things right here. All right, grab those white dimensionals. I think we might be done. Oh, we're not done with the tear and tape. Ha! You guys, hang on. We still have to do a little bit of ribbon action on our circle. Okay, let's get our flowers down. Let's do this. Get these guys down. And let's see, the big one fills in that. There's a little hole right there. That's where this big one fits. That's where I always think it goes. And then this one kind of sits over here and he fills in over there. That's how I do these flowers. Then what I would do is I would set this on here. So there's empty space right here. That empty space is where this is going to go. And what I would do is line this up and put a glue dot. Let's grab the glue dot from here. And I'm gonna put that glue dot right there. So it's gonna capture the end of the tag there. And we're gonna put a dimensional there and there. So that's ready. And now I know where this ribbon's gonna start. So we're gonna prep that with a piece of tear and tape. And our last loop and a tail. So we're gonna catch that tear and tape, and we're gonna make a loop, and our last tail. Oh, so Bonnie Kevin pointed it out. She answered my question for me. She said the layering circles and the stitch rectangles are both retiring. I did notice though that there's something called deckled stitches, deckled circles. There's some deckled circles that are gonna, so right now we have deckled rectangles. They're gonna have deckled circles. I did see that. I mean, I saw the new things, but I didn't always pay attention to what's old or what's going away. So you guys take that piece of tape, make a little tab with it, and put that on your tape. So the next time you go to grab it, there's a little tab for you to grab it off and keep using that. I think that our ribbon's gonna be retired for the night. Our glue dots are done. I feel like I want one more piece of tear and tape going this way to catch that. Okay, then we need to finish off with our dimensionals. Holy Moses, okay, we got 5 of them. And this should line up now. Whoa, this should line up right even with how we kind of set it up. Nice. All right, let's see what we have. We got oh, I did a different flower. Okay, it's all right. So there's one more flower in that set. And that flower actually comes, it's actually, you know what I did? I took this big flower right here and I stamped that in the corner. But I kept it simple for you guys and I just stamped that single flower. The other thing too is we noticed here that there was this extra little bit of cutoff that you could have easily put, if you are one that doesn't like to waste these little bits and parts, you could have put that down here in the corner as well and not done the flower, but didn't think of it till afterwards. All right, what do we have for our embellishments? I think that they would look just fine with purple in the middle here. Purple, and a purple, and a purple. I'm okay with that. Let's see, I think that we do need a little bit of navy to help us out with our navy. Let's go with a big white one that turns navy and a little one, a widow one. All right, we need, I think, a little white one over here, and we're gonna take that big navy one there. I love that we can color these. First when I thought, well, what am I gonna do without navy? But we figured it out, you guys. So we got 1, 2, that's good. Huh, right. So many cards, you guys. Like these were 6 more intense cards, right? They were, yep, they were good. Very pretty. So I hope you enjoyed the extra 2. Like that was a little bit of a perk for this class because there was just, the paper is so pretty, you guys. If you haven't played with this Regency Park paper, I can't wait for you to get it in your hands and start playing with it. The mixing and the matching of the colors is so fun. Like it's awesome to like just lay these all out and then mix and match the patterns because they all go so well with each other. Oh, I'm glad you love it, Linda. Yay. All right, so we have here lots of purple and white. All right, so let's bring all the cards in here real quick so you guys can see what we all did tonight. In case you joined a little late, you can always go back and catch the replay. You guys, I get the question a lot. If I can't make the class, can I see it later? Of course, you guys. That's how modern technology works with YouTube. Of course, the answer is always yes. Until like YouTube stops like playing our videos or however it works, but like the videos are there for us and you can always refer back to them. The easiest thing is to go to Cards by Christine on YouTube and then within my channel search for Regency Park or search for Dainty Delight or search for something and the class will come up. So we definitely had the first 4 cards very blue intense, but we did round it off with a little bit of pink, green, and yellow. So, oh, you're very welcome, Bonnie. So I guess, do you have a favorite, right? Because there's something about this card that I really love. I love that textured blue shimmer paper to bring that in. I definitely have to tell you that this bordered blue ribbon is one of my favorites in the mini catalog, and I am happy it's carrying over. I would have loved for them to bring it out in white and vanilla because with the white, you could always color it whatever color you want to. And then if you had it vanilla, it goes with those cards that are your warm undertones. Oh, Barbara Gobby said she finally finished the first card. There you go. So you guys, so those that are new to me that have never taken a class, I do not want you to get overwhelmed by having to keep up with me. The general thing that I hear from people that take classes with me is they watch the video, maybe while they're working on something else, or they've cut and stamped ahead of time because it's very hard to keep up with me putting my cards together because I already know what I'm doing, right? And I already know what everything is, and I could do this in my sleep, right? That's because I've designed them and I know what the ins and outs of them. But for those that have not ever made them, you might not know the little tips and the tricks on how to do all the ribbon and the assembly and what to pop up and what to leave flat. And so I never want people to get overwhelmed. I'm cleaning my stamps, you guys, if you didn't notice that. If you hear the squeaky, 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 I don't ever want anybody to ever get overwhelmed with making cards, right? So it's supposed to be a fun, enjoyable process. So just know that's why the replay is so awesome. You can always start me, stop me, pause me, shut me up, do whatever you want with me. I really don't care. Just as long as you have fun making your cards. And then you also, for those that get kits from me, you get the PDF tutorial. And the PDF tutorial has the pictures, it has the measurements, and it has the like instructions more or less of how I would put it together in layman's terms. Nora said her favorite is the one with the diagonal petal pink. Oh yay, I'm so happy. You guys, this would be a great, like, this is a great, oh you guys, I never took off the dimensional backs. Look at this. Look at that, I saw it flopping in the wind. There. Boom, ha, now it's good. But yeah, you guys, like, this one's a great layout. A lot of these are great interchangeable layouts. If you have other designer series paper, or if you have other stamps, you could really take these and make them into other cards, no problem, very easily. So, all right, you guys, well, that's what I've got for the 6 cards for you for tonight. Yay, we'll put these over here. Look at all this blue action, you guys. These were all the cards, like blue, 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 all blue. There's only like they all have blue in them. Every one of these cards has blue in them. Team Blue is loving the March cards. Yay. All right. So you guys, this was a class I did in January. If you missed watching it, you can always go back and watch the replay. It's called Let's Just Stamp with Dainty Delight. And we made these 3 cards. This was a fun fold. So it goes like this, and it like toggles. So if you want to watch these, just know they're back in January, about the 10th or the 11th or something. I did pull the winners. So when you guys comment in here, I kind of like go brrr, and then I stop, and whoever's name it lands on, that's kind of how I do this random drawing, right? So the more you comment, the more odds that you will have getting your name drawn, because I just literally go brrr, and there, like there, Karen Wetz, I would have won, right? So what I did is I did that already for these cards, and I have some winner chicken dinners. So drum roll. Brrr. All right, this card goes to Miss Patricia Settle. Yay, Patricia, I have your information. I know where to send this card to. Da-da-da! Winner chicken dinner of Purplelicious goes to, this was a mystery card layout for December, you guys. Ramona Promitas. So Ramona, Promitas. Ramona, I don't have your address. I need it if you want me to send you this card. And da-da-da! Last one goes to, so pretty, elegant, soft, and soothing, Laura Sullivan from Swanton, Ohio. Yay, Laura. You are getting this one in the mail. I have your information. I know where to send that too. So congratulations to these 3 Lucky Duck winners. Yay. Okay, so we need here the book, because we're going to do 2 winners for the door prize drawing for, oh, you guys, I have, this book gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, we needed to add Christine on here. So let's get Christine and Wiltjer. All right, you guys. So we had all these gals, and then we went down to 65. 65 people are taking this class. Awesome sauce. And again, if you're watching this video, we've gotten to the end of class, and I still would be, Mom and I kitted up enough for 7 more people. So in case you're watching this tomorrow or the next day or even a week from now, most likely I might have kits available. So don't hesitate to reach out. Or if you wanted a second set or want to share it as a gift, you guys, my classes get great gifts to your stamping friends, or gift certificates as well. So that's always out there as an option. So you guys, we're going to go to, I'm going to pull it up while I'm chitter-chatting, and we're going to go to random number generator. I am hoping I did not forget anybody that wanted or didn't write somebody in. I'm going to put 65 in here, and as soon as I flip the camera down, we'll hit the generate button. So you don't see all my garbage here. So generate 59. All right, so let's grab the pencil. 59. Oh man, it's Debbie Gast. So good job, Debbie. You are a lucky winner. All right, so you guys, we're going to hit the word generate again. 15. Somebody early. Oh, Dawn Ablett. I don't know if you're still watching, Dawn, but you are a door prize winner. So yay. Oh, you guys didn't even look at my hair lately. All right. So congratulations to Debbie and Dawn. Yay to you gals. Also, we had Laura and Ramona and Patricia. Congratulations. What else was I going to say? Oh, the other thing that is a little perk with ink, paper, scissors is that when you buy 6 of them, Nidra, Dover, Nidra, I'll add you. When you buy 6 ink, paper, scissors in a row consecutively without skipping a month, Or let's say you buy 2 in 1 month and then you buy 4 more. That's still 6. That would be 6 of them. I give you a little gift from me. So about between $10 and $12. I usually like to give adhesives and Stellas because those are great consumable gifts that everybody needs and that you don't end up with extra of. Sometimes it's an embellishment and something else, but I did not pull, Nidra, I just lost Nidra Dover. Okay, I'm adding you. Nidra, you're new to me as well. So if you could please email me your shipping and billing information, all that kind of stuff, or how you want to, anybody that's new to me, send me how it works best to send payment. We always figure that out afterwards, but I do have you on the list, so you're going to get one. So I like to, because this is a product-based class, and when you do 6 in a row, I give you a small gift. So like a Stella and an adhesive, or Terran tape and an adhesive, or an embellishment and an adhesive. So I didn't look at my statistics, or not my statistics, but my signups, because I have to put this into an Excel spreadsheet, and I didn't put last month into this month into an Excel spreadsheet. So I know I missed Sherry Everett. Sherry, this is your 6th one in a row. So congratulations. You're going to get a little gift from me. The next time I have a package for you, I'll put it in there. I do get people caught up. If I miss a month, I do make it up the next month. So just know that I do keep track of that as well. And so there's been plenty of them that have been given out over the last couple of years. So yay. All right. So I think I got Nidra on here. Dawn's here yet. Yay, Dawn, you won a door prize. So how the door prizes work, the next time Dawn and Debbie Gass get a class from me, I throw in a gift into their package. And the gift is because when you guys use my host code to get classes for free with me, I get workshops closed and I get host dollars. And I use those host dollars to buy the materials that I need to prep and prepare classes. And at the end of a catalog cycle, I have extra things that I don't know if I'll need them until the end. And so I take those extra things and then I gift them to those people who place orders with me. So that's how I do that. Tammy was too busy stamping to keep up with me that she didn't comment too much. That's okay, Tammy. You're still in here. That's all that matters. I know that you're here and you commented now. So that's always awesome. So, you guys, 9:07. That means that we're exactly at 3 hours. So it was a good class, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this one. I have to say that this is probably my favorite suite in the mini catalog. If you would ask me now, I wasn't so sure in the beginning what my favorite suite was, but now that if you would ask me what is my favorite suite in the mini catalog, I would have to absolutely say this one hands down. With the Milky Dots, with this Night of Navy bordered ribbon. Here, let's show you guys really quick. Hang on. In case you're wondering, this suite is in the mini catalog. I just got to show it to you. Regency Park is on page 30, right here. Is a mega suite because it has 2 bundles. This is carrying over, but not as a bundle. So you'll be able to get these stamps and these dies in the future. This is carrying over, this is carrying over, this is carrying over. The Milky Dots are out and the paper will no longer be available. But this is still available. This paper was just, if you pulled out these products to create with and you had the matching coordinating cardstock, you guys, it would be so easy to make I hope I'm not overstating myself, but I felt it was really easy to create with this paper because it coordinated so nicely. So very fun to make these cards, you guys. I loved designing these cards. I couldn't stop, and that's why we ended up with 6 for the bonus, the 2 bonus cards. So yay, you're very welcome, Sherry Everett. I didn't forget. So ink, paper, scissors always used to be documented in an Excel spreadsheet. Well, with the book, my purple book down here, you guys, I started handwriting ink, paper, scissors names, and then I have to transfer them to an Excel spreadsheet. And so I have a little extra work with it, but I'm going to get it caught up and we're going to be good to go. So, all right. Good news. All right. It was great. Thank you. The stamp set is too. Perfect. All right, you guys. So, I know that Tyler is here, so I know that I will probably get my stuff cleaned up and head in and spend time and have dinner with Tyler. So for anybody that did message me or reach out for class tonight, I probably won't get back to you till tomorrow morning, all right, or like midday tomorrow, and then I will be doing the showcase as well tomorrow. So just know, if you don't hear back from me like ASAP, just know, don't worry. We'll make sure that we get your stuff taken care of, you guys. Gloria said she, as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, enjoyed the class, and you'll have to look at this DSP. Please do, Gloria. You will love it, and you will want to get it even from yourself, right? Help support yourself. You guys, when you're Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, the best deal you get is your own sale on your product, because you, as a demonstrator, get 20% off. So I'm so excited. I've got two new team members that are going to be able to take advantage of that. And if there's anybody that doesn't have, that if they're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're looking to join or have any questions, you guys, you do get that 20% discount, and then you can buy whatever products you want at that discount, which is an amazing deal. So wouldn't you love it to be always get that 20% discount? Yes, it's always a good discount. So, all right, I'm here to help if anybody needs help or has questions. Again, not tonight anymore probably, but you know, tomorrow, no problem. You guys, this was a fun class. I really enjoyed it. It has gotten me so excited. So, oh, but Deb Norman just called this out, you guys. I said it wrong. You guys, you'll have to forgive me because I have not memorized the new catalog yet. It literally came out 24 hours ago, about like 1 o'clock yesterday, right? So I haven't memorized everything. And so Deb Norman corrected me, which is awesome. I appreciate it, Deb. She said that the Petal Park Builder Punch is carrying over, but I don't know if that means that the stamp set's carrying over or just the punch is carrying over. So, but good point, though, that the punch is carrying over. So, all right, you guys, it was a great class. I enjoyed it as well. Yay, Sherry Stewart. I don't know. If I'm forgetting anything, we'll see you tomorrow because I'm going to do the showcase tomorrow. So lots of love and hugs and sunshine to you guys. Have a good rest of your night or morning, wherever you are. Get a good night's rest, and we'll see you tomorrow at some point for the showcase in the morning. It will be before noon, my time. All right, you guys, love you a long time. I'm going to count to 10, and then just know I'm going to end the video. It might cut out early. I've been hearing it cut out at 9 or 10 or 4 or 5, so that's why I count, so that you guys know you didn't miss anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,